This is Canarsie, Rockaway Parkway. The next stop on this Brooklyn-bound podcast is Last Stop on the L. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Last Stop on the L is proudly sponsored by Dulce Amore Couture, premium couture accessory line, specializing in jewelry and watches featuring the handcrafted Amore collection. Based in New York City, but not limited to, you can meet Miss Yeezy Smith on Facebook / Dulce Amore Couture or Instagram Dulce Amore Couture or visit the website dulceamorecouture.bigcartel.com.
It's your boy Juice, a.k.a. The Juice is Loose. Studio 231 is located in the beautiful and trendy Lower East Side of Manhattan with studio rates and full studio setup. If you'd like to record with me at Studio 231, you can reach me at juice-cannon.com or Twitter at juicecannon.
Saving the cutscenes and shit for evidence.
First of all, I said when I was in court, wait, Mic 2's not on. Who's Mic 2? Is that me? Is my dumbass? Yeah, it's my dumbass.
Yep.
Hello.
Doing great.
Nah, you saw he cut his mic off and kept recording us, right?
Facts.
First of all, y'all weren't being recorded. The mics were off.
Damn, son, I thought we were boys.
God damn.
And he showed up late. Who was he meeting with before he had to go?
Wow. You suspect, son. You suspect.
Everything together, son. You are to be watched.
First of all, okay, if the indictment comes, I'm going out like Shoddy. Okay? Because all those crimes are committed barefaced, ain't no point in telling. I'm going to jail. So I'm just like, I might as well talk crazy shit. I'm going to jail.
Wild hunters, nigga.
Mm-hmm. Some people are like, oh, he's tough. I'm like, he on camera. Like, he ain't got nothing to say. Like, might as well, right? At this point, like, what you gonna say? Yo, that's not me. Right? First of all, I think it's racist that you assume all black people look the same. Like,
facial recognition technology is flawed.
Facts.
All feet over 4 inches, 4 feet.
Just look how many black dudes Tekashi had with him. Why are you picking me up?
Facts. Huh? You already got the guy. This footage is old.
Yo. Oh my god. Yo, it's your boy Daddy Ocean, DWNY I do have something I want to talk about.
Okay.
I'll let you do the intros first. Go ahead.
It's your boy Chris from Highbridge.
Yo, it's your boy Mayhem Mike. I totally forgot my Twitter. I think it's Q Mayhem Mike. You can find me there. You know, support the page on Facebook. We also got the Instagram. We're coming out with some new merchandise. Support my album that's not coming out. You know what I'm saying? Rhythm and Flow. Raping You Records, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Gave me a band, like a rubber band, not an actual band. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's because you're independent, bro. The money will come later. Don't worry about it.
Album release at Wendy's. We out here.
I put a quarter in it. We also got a guest today. Guest, you gonna introduce yourself?
I mean,
all right. Our guest has cases, so I get it. So I understand.
All I got for you is my name is Tanasha. It's a pleasure to be here.
We're going to blur that out. We're going to call you T. Lolo. T. Lolo.
Yo, I know we're supposed to start with the blurred update today. I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I want to talk about?
What?
Y'all know the rapper Russ?
No.
You don't need to. But, because, like, I'm not trying to hate on him. Yeah. Like, his hits aren't that big, but he's one of those rappers that doesn't have giant radio hits, but his fans are so militant, he'd be selling out stadiums in countries that his other people can't play in.
Right.
So, a lot of the little whoever's, it doesn't matter, they hate Russ.
Right.
Because Russ is like, He's like, he does two things that pisses them off. He's like, y'all look like fiends. Y'all look coked out. That shit ain't cute. I don't care how many times y'all say it. Damn. And number two, y'all trash. Your bars are trash. So Russ does those two things, doesn't have mega hits, and is selling out bigger shows than them. They can't stand him, right? So they've been talking wild spicy. And for the last 2 years, every time Russ has run into one of them, he's beat the shit out of them.
Shout out to Russ.
Every time.
That's the new generation trick, nigga.
There was this dude called Guap 400 for it doesn't matter, nigga. I don't care. Like, I'm too old to remember your name, and your hits ain't relevant to me. Like, I don't care. Your name was Guap. Who cares? He's from Oakland, right? He was talking crazy about Russ. Russ ran into him at a show. They were outside the trailer. There's video of this. Russ, tiny Italian dude, right, from New York, surrounded by all his boys. They're talking to Guap. Guap's like not taking him seriously. He's on the phone, whatever. All you see is that little light skin hand.
Put tips on you.
And then you saw Guap's friend in the trailer see his boy get hit and just like close the door. Oh, damn. So Guap said, I chased Russ, man, and beat him down. But on video, you see Guap get hit in the face, turn around, see his friends are nowhere to be seen, and like, well, on that note.
Nigga turned into Sonic the Hedgehog.
Should have been talking shit.
But then he got on video. It's just like, yeah, I beat Russ boy up at the fence. He ain't do nothing. Russ like, we on video. Like, why are you like? He's just like, I ran into an individual. He had words to me. He didn't keep the same energy when he saw me in person, and I'm going to go on stage now.
Yeah.
Sounds simple enough. I appreciate it.
You know what that remind me of? The Baby. When he was knocking cats out.
Woo! That reminds me.
Yo, how you record your own beatdown?
Hood Fights had a whole website dedicated to shit like that.
Son.
He just did it on his own.
No, do y'all need to go back in the day and watch video of Waka Flocka when he was making his way through the clubs of Atlanta? That was, you have to remember, that's Gucci before he stopped being Gucci. And you rolling with Gucci, so that energy was wild.
Hold on. First of all, shout out to Angela Lee coming after Gucci. Have you seen him in 2009?
Yes.
Yo, Charlamagne did that interview. Son, I want to let y'all two know something right now, okay? If I got beef with somebody, I don't expect y'all to automatically have beef with them, right? Because it could be just a thing between us two. But don't use the podcast to have niggas air me out. Like, come on, man. At the very least, give me that. You know what I mean?
Depends on the check.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I'm going to share it with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you see them views, nigga? Chill out. Get the bag later.
Who else you going to have beef with?
Listen, that clapback is mean.
Sir.
You know he been shady from birth.
Yeah.
Nigga came out dark. I don't know what you're telling me.
So that little clip was wild when Gucci got first of all, he threatened violence on Envy. I'm just like, why everybody want to fight Envy? Damn.
Waffle color Negroes, bro. It's a thing, man.
Because Gucci specifically referenced the Desus and Mero incident. He said, if you had issues, why don't you approach me like you approached them?
Facts.
Keep that same energy.
That's all facts.
And then he's just like, I don't know. He said things about Angela. Yeah, I can't repeat. Okay, I'm trying to get some sponsorship money. Anywho, and Charlamagne just kept the interview going. And then he did his podcast where he's just like, he's surprised people expect him to protect them. And I was just like, ooh, that's interesting. Listen, everybody's coworker is not your friend. I get that. But am I crazy? Or is it basic work rules is you don't go on a public forum shit-talking your coworkers and then come to work and act like everything cool. Am I weird about that?
No. You're right.
Like, am I weird? I can't think of a job where that's common.
Somebody gonna spit in your Tupperware, bro.
Right.
Like in an office job, that's not the wave. And then the entertainment industry, that's like...
Especially with social media active the way it is.
Son, that's...
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad. You
so
know?
when he did that whole thing like, oh, it's no big deal, I was just like, you different.
Hey, that's how the cookie crumble, man.
I think when Leonard got them book checks, he's just like, Breakfast Club. Bitch, I was on Colbert. Me and Stephen kick it. Mona who?
Facts.
I heard Ellen called. Well, Leonard different these days.
That's true.
He's wholesome.
Wholesome.
But on the flip side, I will say that interview with Gucci was one of the first times I've ever seen Gucci have like really introspective conversations about like the life he's lived, like mistakes in his past. He talked about when he was beefing with the Migos, about realizing in moments of just like you can't control how people react to what you're saying, but you can definitely think about what you're saying. Because he's like, or he talked about how death affected his life. Like, I think in the span of a year, his mom and his dad died. Then he went to prison. And then, Charlamagne asked him if he had time to grieve about that. And he's just like, I don't even know what that means. Like, he's just like, I've dealt with death so much that my natural reactions just become numb. So when someone says, like, have you had time to grieve? I'm like, I don't know what that means. And I was just like, yeah, that's true for a lot of people. They don't even know, embracing, or not even embracing, like having a moment of actual sadness. Those looks like, because I don't know, they may be in a situation where that's viewed as either weakness or could endanger them, or it just doesn't to them pragmatically get value. I guess I don't know how to describe that.
I mean, you also have to understand the process. If you don't know anything about the process of grieving, why would you even tap in?
Right.
Yeah,
true.
That's true.
Real nigga shit is to usually just smoke, drink until you forget about it, and then just move on.
I think that's true, because you adopt, particularly in Gucci's case, because he talked about that, about how the drugs and the alcohol took over his life, and it's just like, people think that they're quote unquote dealing with it, but you can see when somebody's consumption of like weed or liquor is just going through the roof, and it's just like, bruh, you can't bury this forever. You could end up burying yourself trying to bury this, but you can't bury this shit forever. So I don't know what that looks like for dealing with it, but the fact that he even acknowledged that, I was just like, is this Gucci?
Yeah, Gucci chain.
But then the other part of the interview was like, nah, it's still Gucci. Because Charlamagne asked him about that incident. He asked him about that incident when Jeezy's boy tried to rob him. Yeah. I was like, nah, this is still Gucci. Well. Okay. Growth is in stages, people. It's not all at once.
There's no light switch to that shit.
Yeah, it happens over time.
Thank God for growth.
That nigga worked out. He ain't lose the hood, nigga.
Facts.
He lost weight.
He lost
weight and his addictions. He ain't lose who he was.
Nigga, my hands still work, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And my guns too, nigga.
I don't care what you said. As I get older, the fact that I know my hands work, son, I'll put this cane down and put you on it.
Oh my God. Yeah, so it was an interesting moment. Let's get into some blurred shit. First and foremost, well, this isn't technically blurred, but it's like hip hop nerd stuff. Yeah. Shout out to T.I. Who's it? Cardi B
and
Chance the Rapper.
And
for securing that Netflix bag. What is that?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, don't look behind you.
You got ghosts?
Yo, we wrapping it up, son. Let's stop with L.
He going to collect.
If anybody y'all just start running, I'm not even gonna turn around. I'm just
out. There's an actual skit when black people see other black people running. The guy's running down the hall, another guy go down the stairs, another one go.
When you see black folks running, you think there's danger, and when you see white folks running, your rent just went up. Like,
or just stabilized.
Facts. Like you just walk outside and you just see Chad. Hey, neighbor. Fuck.
I'm scared either way. I'm scared either way.
They jogging out here, bro. Shit's about to change.
Yo, can I also ask, because I realize this, like, there's different types of white people, obviously, right? We make general jokes, right?
Right.
But in New York City, we deal with a very specific type of white person. Like, I'm talking about the white people that will jog no matter what the weather is outside.
And these short-ass shorts. Right, what are you protecting?
Son, first of all, like, they be pale beyond belief.
Hold on.
It's 105. You ain't got no water, and you still jog. How you not dead?
It'd be below 40. They still jogging. Son, I don't know who this company is that's selling these shorts. Y'all must be rich. They
don't change shorts on in the snow.
They don't change their sneakers for anything, but those shorts, new every day. Son, I swear to God, who is this company? Can we get a sponsorship?
I don't know, son. I'm trying to get that check. Okay, like let's take that Leonard wave. Okay, Lululemon. If you're looking for product placement, what's up?
What's up?
But shout out to them for the new Netflix show. Mayhem has been watching. He wants to shout. Okay, can I take a moment to be a little shady here?
Yeah. I mean, come
okay.
on, it's you.
So I saw the lineup, all right, for the show. I'm like, Cardi B. Okay, T.I. Chance. I want to be very clear about Chance. I think Chance is a cool person, right? But I don't get it. I don't.
Okay, so
I don't get it.
Wait.
He's talking about Chance.
Danny.
I don't get it.
Danny.
I don't get it at all.
You listen to grime.
You're right.
Some of your favorite rappers, top 5, are members of D Block.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are on a deep wave of, like, you want to tinge or beat a nigga ass on any given day just because of the music that you listen to.
Okay, all right.
There's niggas that are just backpackers. They ain't got Kanye no more.
You're right.
So
you're right. I've literally listened to Chance. I'm like, what is this shit?
No, don't cover that.
I've known him. Come on, son.
No, don't cover that.
No, he right though.
His playlist is heavily influenced by whipping a nigga ass. Danny the Butcher.
Yo,
the name suffices. First of all, my man's name is Chance. That might have gave you a little bit of a left skew. Like, oh, okay, maybe a chance with your life. No, you find out this nigga's first album or mixtape was the coloring book. That man is different, bro. That's just not his wave.
I'm gonna say what I said.
That is a fair statement. I can't even fight that. You're right.
But every now and again, what happens is Danny Ocean comes across a rapper in an album or a mixtape, like I did, acid rap, and he hears some shit that sounds. Acid rap isn't positive; it's about drugs.
Yeah.
But he hears some positive. He's like, "Oh, this beat slaps." Generally, it's the beat that slaps, and then it's the lyrics. More so, lyrics for him. I get it because Chance the Rapper for me is a little up and down. Like, I think he's a good rapper. I don't think he's the great rapper everybody is. Like, I feel like he's a notch above G-Eazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a great visionary. That's me personally.
I find them both meh, but if I had to choose, I'm definitely listening to G-Eazy.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
I'm definitely listening to G-Eazy.
Yo, bro, hey, son.
That single slaps, though. This is my year, son.
I'm gonna throw dollars while y'all throw fits.
It's really hard to listen to. It's really hard to listen to hip hop and smile, my nigga. Chance is that opportunity.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I knew him in acid rap. That shit was great.
No, but it's
like do drugs, but
no, shit. It's like, for me, Chance has really dope moments. Like, was it Sunday Morning or Sunday Candy? Yeah. Like, to me, that is like it's not only Chance doing himself, but it's a record I can't hear from anybody else because they can't do that, right? Mm-hmm. So in that moment, like, yo, this is dope. And then I hear the other stuff that like gets people excited. I'm just like. Out of all of this is what's getting you.
Do you know how much money he's about to clear off that Hot Shower song right now? Mm-hmm. That check is fat.
When he was on Khaled's album doing that Baby Lullaby, I said, bro. Y'all need to stop.
Hey, bro.
Y'all need to fucking stop.
Baby Shark needs to be replaced.
Baby Shark.
I'll take that. I will take that shit.
Oh, by the way, if anyone of y'all ever did Baby Shark, I'm totally in the club with y'all. I don't give a damn. We should tell Juice to do that. Like, oh my god.
But yeah, I think he definitely brings a totally different perspective because then it would just be linear. Like,
absolutely, I get what you're saying.
I will say this because I watched pretty much the whole season. I think I got like 5 minutes left of the last episode. He's a hard judge.
Really?
Yes. He's not on some like everybody's. Nah, he's like.
That is super
he's
surprising.
On some shit like he's like you said you were the king. The king of what? Like,
I mean, to be honest, he needs to be the harshest judge because everything else is like he had to break through a lot of shit for like people that critique rap like you do.
Yeah,
that's usually not accepted. So for him to get to win them over, to even be able to be seen, he has to be a harsh critic of himself first and foremost, and then to be able to be popular. I'm not gonna cut you any slack because I know what the hell I had to go through.
And then also he's coming out of Chicago, being Chance. That's you're embracing yourself on a different level.
We don't do the same drugs no more, bro. That's it.
Facts. It's a dope show. You guys should check it out. I started getting you two into it. It warms up. It gets better.
I mean, it started off pretty strong. I like it so far. I'll definitely finish it when I go home tonight.
There's a couple of twists and turns.
Cardi's getting them TV and movie checks.
Listen, she
first Hustlers, now this
son.
show. She's in Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel was it?
She
tweeted?
posted a picture with Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
He posted like she and the family. Now I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
I mean, The Rock got in. He didn't do
Did
that.
he though?
Of course he did. He even got a spin-off.
He was a cop. Just
First
like
of
your family.
all, The Rock and Vin need to just shoot the fade.
Hold on. Let me address this.
Listen, I don't know if it's Vin that wants it. Tyrese might be first in line for that
Facts. Vin
Tyrese
Diesel
wants that
and The
fade
Rock.
ASAP.
They recently squashed the beef, right?
They ain't squash
Okay,
shit.
so quote unquote maybe squashed the beef. My boy Brooklyn Boy T would feel you. That nigga was a cop. He joined the family. I don't know. Vin Diesel says family for everything. Fucking The Rock says brother for everybody in every movie. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, The Rock is a cop in every movie.
Yes, he is.
Unless he was dirty.
So how are you?
No. There was a movie
Walking Tall?
where,
He was
still a cop, bro.
He was still
He was
a
a cop that was convicted.
Yeah, he's a cop and everything.
Jesus
son.
cop in every
Christ.
Ex-military,
Yeah.
some shit. He's
Some kind of good guy.
he's a law enforcement motherfucker.
Yeah.
No. HBO's Ballers. He
Jumanji?
is an ain't shit agent.
All right, cool. You got two, maybe.
Yeah,
Out of everything else.
I had to mull through that one real quick. Yeah, he ain't shit. and he pill popping. So.
At the end of the finale, he turns into a cop. So don't.
Fuck, we thought we had it, but he getting them checks though.
Yeah.
He making sure that shit clear. $7 is gonna be what is it? $6 or $7
For
this production company?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's $7. That's
Really?
the last time. That's why that's the name of it. He came to some shit when he landed in Hawaii or something like that. He had like $7 in his pocket.
Yeah.
And that was his main story for that. So that's why it's named after the production company.
Oh,
but that's the last
dope.
time you're gonna hear that shit from him. Because his wife is. This motherfucker has a lake with catfish in the back of his house, and he just goes out there and fishes for the fuck of it.
Listen,
The man has time. He works out for 6 hours, though.
I don't know if he got time, bro.
No,
You
he don't
working
got
out for
time. He
6
got
hours?
obsession. He got obsession.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You right.
He got
'Cause if
time to
you-
eat pancakes on Sundays. That's the fuck he got
Son,
time for.
his cheat meals when he posts those videos, I'm
Listen,
like,
in Hobbs
most
and Shaw-
people would die.
But you understand, like, he does it. Like, if I had the time, okay, let me not lie. I would not be working out for 6 hours, 2 to 3 hours for sure, because I've been about that life before.
You would if you had to play a cop in every movie that you.
First of
You're
all,
right.
let's listen.
right.
Hold up. Let's establish something right now. Okay?
Give me a badge and you see me in the gym.
Somebody is offering us $20 million plus the back end to play whatever, and we have to get in shape. Everybody in this room is going to be like coming through in their best life. Like I haven't seen a burger in 6 months. Where my check?
Also, do I got to get rid of these jogging shorts?
Why?
20 million back end.
But then at the end of the movie, though, we all done. Like, fuck that. That check
Yo,
cleared.
he
I'm about to
getting
black out a
money
Shake Shack.
off of his shit that he got with Under Armour though.
Come on,
Bruh.
son. Who more built than The Rock? Like, don't get me wrong. There are athletes out here who are like physically lean and built, but he's deep. He's like cut.
Yeah.
You understand? He's big, man. And like, depending on when he's shooting for whatever film, you can kind of see the kind of like lax, or when he's more relaxed and it gets a little bigger.
Son,
or whatever.
he's just a
and he
big
tightens it up
motherfucker.
again. It's like,
That motherfucker's 6'4", bro.
Jesus Christ. He training like he about to go hit the NFL, son. Like, that's what he
All
trains
day.
like.
All day.
Ah.
And that man's list of injuries though, I give him props
Yeah.
because shit,
You gotta
I'd be damned. I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
yo,
If you see that shit, what he fucking tore his meniscus like twice.
yeah,
Yeah.
that shit is.
His leg workout is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
So like back in the olden days, they would have your country's protector, your ultimate warrior. That's our warrior right there. Send in The Rock.
He got the same mentality that Arnold Schwarzenegger used to have when he used to do weightlifting.
Oh, yeah.
If you watch the 1970s documentary about Arnold when he was a weightlifter, one of the things I never seen the documentary, but there's a famous clip from him where he talks about working out, and he said people work out for competition. He said, I don't work out. I love to work out. He said, I will lift weights till I black out. And I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna head out because
Yeah, you're a different breed.
I don't know what
sure I
you
don't
get
die at a
ready
young
for,
age,
but
man.
I don't
That's
want
I
it.
feel like there's a whole bunch of fatigue phases before you black out. That would have stopped me alone. I don't care how much love. I love my Xbox. I still go to sleep. I still go to work. There's a different type of
Yo,
love.
there's
I don't
dudes
know,
that
bro.
love their wives. They still ain't picking them up from the airport. Like,
Yo, you so stupid. He said I'm committed, but this nap though, that shit is happening, babe. You gonna have to Uber it out.
Yo, but before we continue with this, can I tell you a story about somebody who fucked up a bag that I just can't even understand?
Who?
Y'all ever heard of the company WeWork?
Yes.
Y'all know they're in trouble, right?
Nah.
They're in big trouble. Why? So WeWork is, if y'all don't know, it's a company. It owns a lot of real estate in a lot of big cities around the world, and they sell offices, right? So you can rent office time as an individual, or you can rent office time as a company, and WeWork provides all the infrastructure. They provide a staff, they cover the electricity, all that stuff. You just pay for the office staff, right? So like if you have a WeWork office, because I have friends that have WeWork offices, like you go in there, there's just free food, there's free beer from the tap, the fridge is always stocked. That's the sort of environment it is, right? At the top of the year, WeWork was worth $47 billion.
Ooh.
Anyone want to guess how much it's worth right now?
$5 million.
Oh, God, no. If it was that bad, it's $8 billion.
What the fuck did they do?
Here's where everyone goes, how you go from 47 to 8? Well, number one, the 47 billion was some number they were pushing, so bullshit on that number, right? But the 8 is still really low. So do you know how broke they are right now in terms of cash? They notified that their employees, the ones that mop and maintain all the infrastructure and the food and all that stuff, that they're going to be fired. But they actually can't fire them. Anybody want to know why?
Why?
Because if you fire somebody in New York, you have to give them their severance. They don't have the money for the severance. So they have to keep them hired because they can't afford to fire them.
But you worth $8 billion.
So this week, one of their big investors, this a bank from Asia called SoftBank, put in $5 billion to bail them out. Okay? But think about this. Here's why I said they fucked up the SPAC. You ready for this? So how much did I say WeWork is currently worth?
$8 billion.
SoftBank has already invested $10 billion. Mm-hmm. They're just giving them another $5 billion. So they've put $15 billion into an $8 billion company.
Okay.
Son, that's not fucking up a bag. You're 70% owners of a company that's lost your money.
I guess they're waiting for the market to turn?
It gets better. You know why they had to pay them $5 billion?
Why?
Because everybody wanted the CEO out. The CEO was getting his Donald Trump up. There's no other nice way to say that. The CEO took out about $400 million in private loans for himself. What did he use the loans for? Anybody want to guess?
Golfing.
He bought real estate. What did he do with the real estate?
Nothing. Rent it out.
Fucking WeWork shit.
He sold it to WeWork.
Yo.
Hustlenomics 101.
How you pay yourself?
Nah, he ain't pay himself. He just ran off with the whole bag. How you sell your company real estate that you borrow money from them on? Yo, thank you for that.
He paid
You just
himself.
gave me the blueprint of life, nigga.
Wait,
So-
and he's not going to jail, is he?
No, this is what I'm
that's
trying to
legal.
tell you. Listen. This is the best part of the story. Remember I said SoftBank is giving him a $5 billion bailout?
Yeah.
Do you know where that money is going?
To his
They
severance
are
package?
going to him because he owns the majority of voting shares.
We gotta
So
do
they're
something
buying...
wrong.
Hold up. They're not only buying his stock. Here's the best part. They're paying off that loan.
Yes, and yes. 100 times yes.
Planned this.
Yo,
He
bro.
planned this for sure.
From day one when he signed on a dotted line.
Ran
he
up
knew
on the
exactly
plug twice. He's just
son.
like, oh, damn. Y'all losing money? That's wild.
That's crazy.
Damn. All right, good luck.
And he good for life.
Yes. Unless he fucked that up, but don't look like he's going out right.
Shit, he know how to play ball.
People within the company tried to warn investors that, like, the WeWork was having issues because the CEO was batshit. And they used an example that happened, I want to say last year. His wife had somebody high up in WeWork fired. Anyone want to guess why she had them fired?
Because they're about to tell what's
Nope.
going on?
That would make sense. Nope.
She
She met them, didn't like their vibes. That was the actual explanation.
What's this dude's name?
I can't remember his name.
I gotta Google this guy. He just became my fucking hero.
Finesse guy.
For real. That's the sauce god right there,
To
bro.
anybody listening, you should not get fired for anything less. Real talk, you shouldn't get fired for anything less.
Son, the rich play a different game, son. Like, I lost $40 billion, and y'all gonna pay me to leave?
To pay me to leave.
Excuse me, I'm gonna leave right now. Pardon me, give me my shit. Yeah, I'm
is
not gonna pick this up.
That's the best flip of 2019, bro.
I'd be in my office. Did the check clear yet? I guess I can leave. The elevator work, right?
So now what WeWork is in trouble because they don't know what the moving forward is. They aren't making the type of money through their office rentals and their attempt to expand because they also wanted to start renting apartments and even providing schools. But those aren't generating enough money to cover the cost of the real estate. So more than likely what's going to happen is that they're just going to become a real estate company, which is an issue because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of companies who are contracted to work in WeWork. So as of this moment, people are just like, what the fuck does that mean for our lease? And the WeWork folks are like, the lease? Bruh, I don't know if I'm going to have a job. Fuck your lease.
Adam Newman. That's his name. Adam Newman.
Adam, on the other hand, got that mega yacht money.
The finesse god.
What's that song? Win, 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 win.
Fuck everything else.
Just said, yo, I know you work here. My life don't like you. You know the vibes. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro.
No. Don't take the stairs.
Damn.
Take the garbage.
That's the realest shit I ever heard in my life.
Here's what I heard about this story. Like, I wasn't even thinking about Adam or WeWork. I'm trying to think of, imagine if you're the SoftBank dude that told them to invest in WeWork. And now you got to come to your boss. Yo, we need another $5 billion. Nigga, what?
Another $5 billion.
Like, you see, okay, what happened was we had gave him $10 billion. So now if we don't give them 5, we're going to lose all of the 10. So, yeah. That's where we are.
That is some shit, boy.
Finesse.
Damn.
Yeah, so like the story exposed an issue that like a lot of startup companies, their CEOs have ridiculous power. So like it used to be if you own common stock, you have a vote. Every share gives you a vote. But these CEOs, when they do these IPOs, have these weird clauses. So now for every one share they got 5 votes. And people are just like, yeah, I don't think that's weird. And everyone's just like, I mean, it's common practice. And they're like,
y'all think that's weird?
Yeah, I don't think that's weird. Like, look at what's happening. Like, to give you an idea of, like, how many people get in trouble for this shit, like, it's a similar shit when they forced out the Uber CEO, though he's still suing the company. Because he was just like, y'all can't force me out. I want the majority of these shares. And they're like, cool, we got the money. Damn.
You lose on that one. Facts. Clearly he wasn't friends with Adam.
Facts. Adam's just like, you see, you messed up in the first place.
He probably
you should have had the money.
Yep.
Fuck the shares.
He learned
have the
from
money.
his shit. He's like, you didn't borrow against it, dumbass.
Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to sidetrack. I just thought that was a funny story of fucking up the bag.
What we talking about?
Securing the bag. Talking about some blurred shit.
So
that's a flow for your ass.
Check out Rhythm and Flow. It's dope. It gets better. Some up and downs. There's some real changes. You're not gonna if you don't already know who won. I'd made the mistake and I Googled it by mistake and I saw who won because one of the headlines. But it's still a great show. I like what they're doing. T.I. is phenomenal on this. T.I. is freaking phenomenal on this. I'm looking forward to season 2 if they ever do another one, honestly.
I like his podcast too. He's
Expeditiously?
Wordsmith like a motherfucker.
Thanks.
The fact that he was brave, that nigga done lived his life. Fuck brave. The fact that he was smart enough to put Alex Jones up on his podcast, I was like, oh, okay. So you could give 0 fucks. I
never saw T.I.'s podcast, but I saw a clip when Cardi just goes, how do you know so many words, man?
Some fancy words.
Yeah. He's like, when you're in prison and you got time and access to a dictionary.
It's the truth, man.
Legend. Speaking of Hustle and Flow, though, shout out, because, I was reminded of one of the greatest hip-hop finesses of all time. Shout out to Master P.
Na, 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 na.
Back in the 90s.
Ice Cream Man.
When Priority tried to sign him, and he's just like, bitch, I'm already rich. And they're like, how about we give you an 85-15 split? Say less.
Hold fast.
And then he proceeded to go platinum for what, 5 years straight? Every artist. Priority was sick.
And nigga say he sold over 100 million albums collectively with No Limit Records, bro.
Priority was sick.
Win.
But he, like, for him to be his own manager and he's brokering all the deals, and when shit was getting sold in like Target and Walmart and all that, he's going to the CEOs and brokering deals himself. So he did that whole shit. He 360'd himself, bro.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? Because he so he talked about, when it comes to hip hop, it's so weird. The foundation of the actual culture is in New York, but the foundation of that business sense is from the South and the West. Because the irony is, since we created a sound, we were snobs and didn't let them in. So if they wanted to get their shit out, they had to DIY it. Little did we know that the DIY method means that they became better businessmen. Yep. So, like, you know, think about who came out in New Orleans. Yeah, it was Master P, but it was also Cash Money. Remember when Cash Money got signed? It's only because of, was it the Universal A&R was just like, who the fuck is Juvenile and why is he out selling my artist in this region? And then when they offered Birdman the money the first time, Birdman's just like, you came to my house, you saw the cars on the lawn, I don't need you. Like, like, what do we, like, can you imagine even a New York rapper outside of Jay-Z having that conversation? There is nobody like that. Nope. Hov was the exception, not the rule. And he got that not from selling records, yeah.
Allegedly.
No, he's saying a song. The case is gone. It's okay. Statute of limitations is up. Sorry, we know what a stash house is. It's 560 State Street. The nigga said it in the record as he was feet away from it. Like, my lawyers were good, buddy. Can't get me.
Didn't Birdman file for bankruptcy?
Yeah, Birdman fucked up the bag. But I'm just saying, like, you know, at the beginning, he was not fucking up the bag. So shout out to him at the beginning. This is not currently.
I'll tell you one fucking thing. Yeah. They were fools for not fucking trademarking Bling Bling, bro. Because that's a whole other stream of income.
Shout out to Weezy.
I just want to say, I remember when that song came out, Merriam-Webster added Bling Bling, the phrase, to the dictionary. And I knew it was serious. I was like, you got white people dictionary?
You know what's my favorite Birdman story ever? So Cash Money, I forgot the director. I used to work with this one director all the time, this white guy. He eventually became a major video director in the industry just because of all the Cash Money videos he did. And he said one of the first videos I did with Cash Money, I didn't really know who these guys were. Mm-hmm. I didn't know, like, there was a paying gig. I was a struggling director. They liked my stuff. They were going to pay, covered full production costs. He's just like, fuck it, I'm going to be there. So there was a scene in the video, we'd already discussed the treatment, where they were supposed to throw money, and they had the fake money ready to throw, and then Birdman's on the scene, he's just like, yo, what is this? And he's just like, oh, it's the fake money for the scene. He's just like, nah, I'm not doing this. Like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm not going to throw fake, why would I throw fake money? It's just like, because the amount of money you throw, you would need hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he's just like, I know, I can't prepare. And he called a guy over, and he just opened the bag. Shit. And then the director said, looked at the bag, he's just like, all right. He's like, that's what I never heard a song, but from that day I went home and I started asking, who the fuck are these people? Like, who did I just work with?
Go and get your money, little duffel bag, boy.
Legend. Oh, man, I wonder if he, you know what? I was going to make a rude joke there. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to
step in and say that's one of those moments you just don't ask questions. You just do the job you were told. Kind of like that wife from Steve Harvey, I remember. You remember the wife and Steve Harvey was like, I've been married to my husband for, let's just say, 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what he does, but the bills are always paid. We live in a nice house, and everything's always taken care of him. Steve Harvey was like, your husband's a drug dealer. Either he's a mobster or he's a drug dealer. And she's like, no, I don't think no, he's a drug dealer. We should stop talking. That's it. Next question. Shut that whole shit down. I respect that, Steve.
What Steve is trying to say is, keep your name out the indictment. You're talking too much.
Keep my name out the indictment.
I don't even know why you on TV.
Facts. You should be in a mask. Wow. Should be like them grind rappers that can't even show their face in their own video. Cases. Anyway.
We're never going to get through this blurred update.
No, we never going to get through. We got too much to talk about.
Now, the mask shit killed me because it made me think of the woman that won the lottery. Right?
Oh,
and she had a whole smiley face.
Yeah.
Yo, smartest woman I ever know in my life, son. Who won the lottery?
Listen, I think about that too sometimes because, like, in one hand, like, I don't want random strangers to know that I just came into all this money because, especially when you're in the lottery, people don't respect you because, you know, you earn it by luck. So, like, why the hell wouldn't you share? But on the other side of it,
Vegas with your shirt off.
yeah, I'm rich. Do something. Like,
I got shooters, nigga. I wish you would. For me, I never know when you gotta drop a nigga off.
Go ahead, reach in my double bag.
Oh shit!
What was it? Betty the Butcher said. He said, y'all like to tuck your jewelry when you go places. I be in the trenches staring back like, come take it. I say, if I got 300 million on me, listen, I'm gonna consult y'all before I go. I'm like, should I do the bare face thing or just have the lawyer take it? And y'all be like, yeah, I don't think, and I'll already be outside in the car. Just like,
I'll tell you how to skirt around that shit right now. Keep a retainer. Then do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna interject real quick. Another moment with Danny and his money issues. Mm-hmm. So we playing a game called Red Dead Redemption 2. I started broadcasting it for a little bit. Let me tell you what happened after the broadcast. The amount of people he shot, killed, and robbed, he's got at least $100, which is a lot. Think about it, like $100,000.
First of all, I did not shoot anybody.
Allegedly.
I roped them, and I stole their horse and stuff. Okay, listen.
One of his first kills, he roped
Allegedly.
the dude. He's like, I don't want the evidence, and then dropped him in the river.
He fell.
He didn't go get him.
I can't swim. Anyway. You slipped. That's all you.
Hold up. So I got a shotgun. We were out here doing our thing. My man spent all of his money in the beginning on some new boots, son. And
They
told
were
me
fly
about
as fuck, though. They were fly as fuck, though.
Were they gator?
Nah, I ain't got gator money yet. You know what I'm saying, bro?
it. He was yelling at his horse like, yo, horse, do something. My new shoes? No, come on, son.
Ride by somebody, just kick out. Whatcha? Y'all see that?
Again. Do you see why Chance isn't up there for him, right? Even in old Western times, he gonna be riding around talking some real shooter shit.
Your Honor, I moved that we call the next witness.
I don't trust it.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, let's get back to this blurred shit.
Right.
Okay, let's get back to this blurred shit. Shout out to the Watchmen.
Yo.
That first episode,
the first 20 minutes.
Hot fire.
That shit made Sage drop a tear though, bro.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes was reckless.
Ooh. So I learned something. I knew about the massacre that happened. I never knew they were actually dropping bombs from a bipedal plane. I thought, when they said bombs, I thought they were throwing like Molotovs. Or
Nah, son.
I didn't know the homies was bombing all this time. I thought, nah. Yo, when I saw that, I was like, oh, shit.
Like they wanted that shit gone, bro.
Yo.
Gone.
Yo, shout out to HBO for changing their name. First of all, for making this, but then also changing their name to Regina Fan Club Only account, whatever that is. That shit is dope. And Regina actually dropped some knowledge on us for the Black Wall Street Massacre. She just like, I was surprised nobody knew about it. Here it is. Boom.
Yep.
I was like, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
First of all, like that opening sequence, I just thought that was beautifully shot. Just like, I'm not gonna give anything away. There's just a lot of moments where I'm just like, yo, this is so well written and directed because there's not a lot of dialogue. Going on, but you're following what's happening, right? And you feel it even though you literally don't know anybody's name in that scene. If you think about it, right? You don't know anyone's name. You don't understand the context of the scenes of the story, but you're still like, this is fucked.
Yep.
But the show overall, too, the rest of the episode,
Crazy.
I'm just sitting here.
Yo, they was letting it ring, son.
Yo.
They was letting it ring, bro.
Son.
There's so much we can talk about. This is the first episode alone.
Son.
What world are they living in, though?
Son, I got
confused.
so many fucking questions.
So they're not. I don't think they're going to answer that right just yet.
They're hinting though.
They're hinting at it's a multi-universe theory. They hinted at that
Because I heard quantum energy being used or some shit like that. That
Yeah,
the
yeah.
government.
When they were,
I was like, okay, yeah.
yeah.
They were
Yeah.
like, oh, do you believe that the government does quantum this and that? I was like, wait, what? Where are we operating
Son,
at?
there
And then
was
like I heard
so
the presidents they
many-
were reciting.
Yeah, Robert Redford.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah, but Robert Redford was after Nixon, right?
yeah. And Nixon was basically president for life until he got overthrown. And I was just like, Wait, what? So I knew the Nixon part from Watchmen because that was like part of the plot. But what caught me off guard is like when she's just like, yeah, I was born in Vietnam before it became a state. Then just kind of moved on. I'm just like, wait, what the fuck?
That shit blew my mind. Y'all here making moon pies and shit.
Yeah, because when she had on the Asian garb, I was just like, that's a little uncomfortable. But what you doing? And it's just like, whoa. And then her kids.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, y'all not even going to acknowledge this? All right, we're just going to move past this. Oh,
Yep,
we're living in an empowered black world where no one going to say nothing to you, apparently. Holy shit.
So, squids falling out the damn air.
What the fuck was that?
I don't. They gave us so much without saying so much. So little.
I was thoroughly entertained and so confused.
And a random video of Dr. Manhattan on Mars, then you're just like...
Yeah. What? What is this? One of my best moments that I like to ponder about is when they're actually going over what they're going to do with the cop that died. He pulled over the other guy. First of all, that scene was just crazy.
Yeah.
Because at the end, he threw the lettuce, and I was like... It still doesn't justify it, but damn. So then when they're talking about, when it's speaking to Panda about the rules and whether or not they need to vote or whatever, I'm like, why are you guys still in your headquarters wearing your mask still? Think about it. We're all cops here.
Yeah.
Why are we all still full on mask? Everybody knows everybody. Like, I get it when you go outside. Like, even she had to go through her restaurant. Oh my God, the restaurant. The guy in the wheelchair though, especially at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
That has to be connected to the first scene, right?
It has to be.
Because when they cut to his face, I noticed the...
the scar.
Yeah, so I was just like, I'm confused. I'll just let this episode with so many fucking questions.
when she went to... And I think like it was in the middle... right after the opening scene when she was in the school and everything.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, you think I could lift 200 pounds?
Yeah.
I was like... That's kind of ominous.
Yes.
You old ass man in the wheelchair. All right, Louis Gossett. What the fuck are you talking about?
That was a weird question, too. I was just like... Because I didn't even think much about it until she went into the restaurant and revealed who she was. And then when she, like, pressed, whatever...
1985.
And then I thought back to him in a wheelchair. I'm like, why was he conveniently there?
Also looking into the restaurant.
Yeah, he's like, when is it going to open? I'm like, this is not a coincidence. This interaction is not a coincidence. It's impossible.
Is it weird that scene where the spike strip came into play?
Yeah.
I heard banjos in my head.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, I just heard banjos,
Highbridge,
bro.
we are in Oklahoma, okay? If I'm outside Oklahoma City and my tires blow, I ain't getting out this car.
Why did he get out? Once I saw the tires, I would have went back in.
I think he just felt like he got the juice like that.
Too confident.
No.
Too confident.
No. And then, like, I felt like in this particular episode, there's no prelude to this. I felt like he kept showing his face a lot too.
Yeah, zero fucks given.
Yeah,
because he the police chief, so like.
But
but
there's something weird about him. There's something off about him.
Oh, you mean besides doing crack at the dinner table?
Oh,
yeah, my man took that crazy ass bump and then came back with the fucking frosted.
He was like, it was a tiring week. What? At dinner?
Listen, bro.
And I'm just like, everyone's very calm about this coke use. Just like, y'all just cool. All right.
Shit is rough out here. Niggas got shooters on deck, bro. It's rough out here. If you got to take a bump to get by, nigga, go right on the head, nigga. Go right on the head, bro.
That's a long ass bump he took. Like,
yo, son, that whole finger's worth, nigga. That nigga went from wrist to fingertip, nigga. Like, he got that whole line, bro.
Oh, it should have been like the baby powders, baby powder.
She over there just like, hey, you might want to just clean that up. Like, all right.
Oh, I wanted to take a shot at baby Johnson.
With the fucking asbestos kings. Fuck them guys, bro. Fuck you and your Band-Aids. I don't need that shit no more.
Nah, yeah, they've been killing black folks with that shit. It has to be. Because, like, asbestos, my G, that's not even the craziest story I ever heard. Years ago, it's not widely reported, but years ago, the company Bayer got in trouble because did they make aspirin?
Yeah.
Their aspirin supply got contaminated. Would anyone like to guess what it got contaminated with?
Drugs.
Nope. Nothing?
Nah, I got nothing.
HIV.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, there's so many questions that begin with why. What process in making aspirin exposes you to HIV? Okay, when you find out there was HIV, why was your first move not to take it off in the market? Oh, this story gets better. And instead, to take the pills because you're going to lose money because you've already made them and sell it to orphanages. Oh, yeah! Oh, listen, they went Dr. Evil. In America, the Bayer executives didn't get in trouble, but back in Europe, motherfuckers went to jail. Like real jail, not Club Fed. Jail.
That ain't really gonna matter much because they got bought out by Monsanto. So
yeah.
I want to go back to positivity. So the Watchmen, shout out to Regina King. You doing your thing, baby. She killing it. I can't wait till the second.
Literally and figuratively.
The next episode's supposed to come in the next 42 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on. Can we talk about Tom Hanks doing Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Okay. Wow.
I don't give a fuck about that cardigan.
First of all, don't disrespect Mr. Rogers.
Listen,
him and Bob were very positive influences in our life on PBS.
Happy Trees is all I got.
First of all,
the land of make believe, though. The Charlie the Owl.
Listen, when we were kids, there were two sweater gods. Okay, there was Bill Cosby, and then there's Mr. Rogers. Obviously, Bill Cosby's influences waned, but Mr. Rogers' carding game solid. Come on, son.
Creepy ass puppets, nigga.
They were hand puppets.
They were creepy ass.
You know why they were creepy?
What's wrong with the land of make
Because literally before, if not after Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, real Muppets actually came out and started moving their mouths and limbs.
When I seen that nigga, I felt like he was fucking somebody's mama.
And I'm out. It's your boy Mayhem Mike. Find me on wherever Twitter you got me on. I tried today.
Take it how you want, nigga. I was like, first of all, you changing your sneakers. You look like you, when you sending us to the land of make-believe, you sliding off in the shower because you just came from somebody's mom's house, nigga. Then his co-defendant is the male nigga. He giving him all the addresses of the available chicks. He's like, yo, shorty got divorce papers in the mail, nigga.
Yo, Q Mayhem Mike.
You gotta go get this one, nigga. They out here taking out chicks, yo. You kidding me? This is the Ron Burgundy era. You got to be kidding me, bro.
Yo, to quote Danny Ocean, how did we get here?
Son, I've been thinking about that shit for years, bro.
Okay, I never thought I'd have a Mr. Rogers hot take, but here we are.
You know how much trim that nigga was getting back then, son? How many single moms, yo, was he taking down? That nigga was suspect from day one, bro.
You know what's crazy? The more I think about it, the more it makes sense, and I'm wondering what cologne he had on, son. Like, come on.
First of all, y'all.
What was that shit the homeboy had? A fucking Anchorman nigga? That Black Panther shit? Yeah, he was out here getting to it. He's like, yeah, your kids love me. How easy of an in is that?
Oh my god!
Listen, nobody thought about this. No, that nigga been a sleaze bag since he got on PBS, bro.
Bro, I've never seen. The only time I've ever seen a woman near him was a guest.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
What? Like his neighbor. I think they were all males.
I don't think he had neighbors. Technically, it's just a mailman.
The rumor was he was a sex offender when I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not true. Listen,
I know it's not true, but that was the rumor.
No, the rumor was not that. You know what the rumor was? That he was a sniper in Korea. That Mr. Rogers had bodies, and after murking niggas, that he's just like, I'm gonna turn my life around. But that's not true either. That's not who he was. He was just a nice guy.
This nigga sound like Jason Bourne.
He was just listen,
son.
This is how I know we live in a cynical world.
You see how there's some black hat shit going on? There's levels to this nigga, bro.
I feel like y'all are my
kids. Who
y'all
talking about?
Y'all put on the performance of a solo, and y'all just fucking up, and I'm just there clapping you on because I know the curtain's gonna come on sometime.
Mr. Rogers is out here getting ass left and right. Niggas didn't know it.
Why is the track still playing? End the show.
Nah, son.
Close the curtain.
I need to close this case once and for all, nigga, because I've been on this shit like the Scooby-Doo mystery van, nigga. I've been on a scene with this shit, and niggas thought I was tripping. Just for the same way I was a nigga that was crazy when I told niggas the Brat was bad. I seen past the Funkified and the jeans and the fucking braids and the shades.
I did too.
I seen past Mr. Rogers, nigga, a long time ago.
I'm not there with you.
Nah, I'm not there with you
Listen,
either.
I've been proven right before.
Shout out to
Time
Tom
will tell.
Hanks. I think Tom Hanks is perfect casting for the role. There's a documentary is what inspired the movie. The documentary is actually pretty moving. It talks about... Actually, no, the mailman was involved. So... When Mr. Rogers first came in the hood, came in the hood.
You're only helping him now in the hood. What's he doing?
But when he first
Miss
came
Carla.
on TV and places were still integrating, including public pools, there was an incident, and famously it was on video, where the black kids got to swim in the white pool for the first time, and the white people were so mad that they actually, there's a video, guy just walking around pouring bleach into the pool that the black kids are actually in. So Mr. Rogers wanted to counter that narrative. So on his show, he actually had him and the janitor put their feet in the pool, right? Which to us is just like irrelevant, but on TV, it was literally the first time that it ever shown to a black person and a white person sharing a pool. Yeah. Like, and they were just talking, having a normal conversation, and that was the point that he did it. Right. It's just like, look, nothing's happening to me, nothing's happening to you. So it was just like, he was subverting those racist ass parents. It was like, if you get into the pool with that black boy, you'll get blah, 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 blah. And it's like, Mr. Rogers ain't get shit. Maybe he's just soft.
Right.
Like, gets a weak immune system, get vitamins or some shit. Like,
nah, moisture in your skin ass. Probably wasn't washing the bottom half from since then.
Listen, also, I know I'm mad late, but I've been watching Westworld.
Okay.
Yeah, you
that
mad
show
late.
Fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's mad fucked up.
It's like, this
How many seasons? I haven't watched that all.
I think it's like 3.
6? No, was it 3?
It's not 3?
Nah, I think it's more than that, bro.
6?
Maybe I'm
That's
tripping.
a lot. Because I'm only in season 1. I'm a couple episodes in. I'm just like, this show's fucked up.
No, I'm good. I want positivity.
Well, I'm positive. This show fucked up.
I'm no longer taking recommendations from y'all anymore. If we meet in the middle, that's fine. If not, I'm not taking from Mr. Rogers was a whole pimp ass over here. Mr. Rogers was Korean sniper over here. What you got?
I love Mr. Rogers.
Fan club over here. I'm out.
You know what? I am tripping. There was only 2 seasons.
There's only 2?
That shit seemed like seemed like forever, bro. There was a lot of shit going on in that fucking show. A lot of stuff.
All right, maybe I'll check it out later.
I mean, you play Red Dead Redemption, nigga. That's hand in hand.
First of
Facts.
all,
It makes Red Dead a whole different game.
I feel like if everything goes wrong, I know how to hunt in theory.
Don't let AI be involved. You might not come back the
You
same.
right? That bear fucked me up. Anyway, let's talk about Apple TV launching their new sitcom.
It's not a sitcom, it's a drama.
It's a drama?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, series.
Oh, speaking of which, my God, why can't we get a TV check, guys? Like, y'all know how much Apple TV paid for that show?
How much?
Out the gate?
How much?
Sight unseen? $100 million.
We need to sell their own shares back to them. Like
obviously, it's
Adam.
the production cost before,
That's the boss play.
But the stars have to get paid, right? So let's see. What are they all going to get? Like $8 million, $5 million, $6 million? Because they're not going to get their movie salaries for this.
Nope.
Because there's no back end revenue for that. And then the episodes are also costing a couple million each. But I'm just like, y'all pay $100 million up front? It's like, y'all know you got a bag on you, son. Like, yo, I'm gonna throw this $100 million, see where shit happens. What the fuck? Yo, Netflix in trouble, dog.
Yeah,
they are.
They are in real trouble.
Unless they get real fucking creative, bro. This is gonna be a downhill slope from here.
Yeah, because you know what the problem with Netflix is? It's not because people talk about content all the time, and I'm just like, y'all misunderstanding the situation. Like, Apple and Amazon, as they expand their catalogs into this shit, it's not that they're adding content. It's that they don't make money only from content. All of Netflix money comes from their subscribers. They don't do ads. So if they can't keep growing their subscriber base, they're in trouble. Yeah. And in the United States, they're almost at complete saturation. So the push is to expand overseas. But when you hit overseas, I mean, there's markets that have limited high-speed data access. So there's limits on how much penetration you can get. As opposed to Disney, Disney's like, I don't give a shit if Disney Plus makes money initially. I got theme parks, cruise ships, toys, TV shows, property.
Comic books.
They don't give a fuck. They could lose money.
You know what? This is why I respect Netflix so much, because it took the Avengers coming together to take these niggas down.
Son, facts.
Like, Hulu had to band together with networks. Amazon had to do the same shit and borrow other content. These niggas came so long, was like, all right, cool. we're just gonna sell DVDs for now, but the plan is to get our own streaming shit. And they start robbing these niggas blind from all their advertising money that they were getting. Of course they had to band together. So for me, although it might not be a win long term for them, you could do the same shit. You just gotta find the next flip. Because you did it once and revolutionized the shit. Nobody was doing streaming. Like who took that shit seriously?
Yeah. I think because no one knew the power of streaming. Like, most people don't remember this, but one of the first year Netflix did streaming, you got Stars free.
Yeah.
People don't remember that. That was part of your streaming package.
Damn.
Because that's how little people had faith in the success of this. And then it went from, this streaming thing is an experiment, to your audience is waiting for your shit to hit Netflix to watch it. They're not even going to watch it on your network. They're waiting for it to hit the net. And the TV network's like...
And they created the binge watch movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
So, first of all, a lot of things have to change for Netflix to stay alive. Like, just my own personal thought. Number one, they can't keep spending the way they're spending. Because they're spending $8 billion on content a year. And that's borrowed money. So, you have to bet on yourself, but at the same time, my nigga... Like, don't be WeWork out here. Don't be WeWork out here.
I mean, hey, bankruptcy's a thing, bro.
Facts. Win.
Like, we just gonna walk away from this. Y'all hold that. We'll see you in 7 years. That's it.
And number two, here's my second most controversial suggestion. They can't drop everything at once anymore. What I think they should start doing is halving seasons. Drop half one time and then drop half a few months later. That way you can stretch out content over the course of a year.
And keep people invested.
Or they could just do it how TV does it, bro. Drop one a week.
They do that with some shows, like Hassan Minaj's show. But people come to Netflix for binge watching. That's the thing.
Do.
So that's the culture you created. You can't, undo that.
I mean, either that or fold.
They ain't going to do that. That's not Reed, the guy that founded Netflix. That's not his wave.
They built this. It's like the people from Instagram.
The niggas defeated Blockbuster, okay?
You understand? Like, they offered a bag and it was like, yo, you can get, what was it, $1 billion? $1 billion or $1 million?
Are you talking about Snapchat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when the founder of Snapchat turned down, I think it was $1 billion or $3 billion.
Yeah.
He's just like, nah.
Yo, a whole bill. DJ Khaled was like, I got to meet you and meet
to
the
look
guy
in your eyes to see I can turn down $1 billion.
But he was like, this is what we have. Like, we built this from the ground up. This is our baby. You know what I'm saying? And I totally understand where he's coming from. Yeah, sure, you can buy out, but then whenever you put on the app, that was yours. Whatever direction it goes, that was yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Netflix ain't doing that. At least I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I ain't see streaming coming. Hopefully I don't see their next move coming, and it'll work out.
That Disney package looked dope, though.
Yeah. And it's just, at this point... it's also weird because of the nature of streaming. Like, even the way you make money is changing, because now if you were Seinfeld, you can all right, you go license your show to how many other networks, right? But now the incentive is to streaming is exclusivity. So you don't want anything anywhere else. So you get paid to do a Netflix show, and that's where it lives and dies. Period. Yeah. So if you don't have Netflix, you ain't never going to see that show. So it's like creating this weird situation where now Hollywood agents used to be able to let's get some of this back end money. Back what?
Back where?
Bitch, ain't no ads in this. That's the check you're going to get. Period. Point blank. Then we own it. And that's it.
Damn.
Yeah. Unless you're doing a temporary licensing thing like Kevin Hart did when he owned his shit outright. But you saw what Netflix did after they started getting comedy specials. So why am I paying you for license fee? I'm going to own this forever. Though they're slowing down that. So listen, good luck, Netflix. I'm going to still watch.
That was so sincere.
No, I think what's going to happen more than likely is Netflix is going to have to find a way to adjust its model in which... Here's what I think is going to happen. Unless Netflix borrows too much money and their bankruptcy eventually consumes them, I think we can have a scenario in which it just basically goes back to the cable balance.
Yeah.
Right? Essentially, people who have Netflix have Netflix. That's the default app that they have, right? They... have a certain set amount of content, some of it's popping, some of it's not, and they're okay with that. And then the larger, more successful brands like the Amazons and the Apples and the Disneys, those are the gods of the world. Those are the ones because they're making money outside of that.
Right.
But I think there can be a space where Netflix survives, at least for the interim. Or worst case scenario, probably somebody in China just comes out, here's this bag, we own it.
So they're gonna be edging in the market until something get bought out.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that.
But we'll see. I mean, I'm excited for the Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian. It looks dope. The new Star Wars trailer is out. That looked terrible. Don't care. Like, the story.
I was gonna say
9 movies in. Let's end this, please.
Spider-Man, X-Men supposed to become an animated series. I have the DVDs somewhere. Shout out to me, I have DVDs. And I still have CDs in their cases. Oh man.
What kind of vintage shit you living
No. Don't come for me, because I saw a meme where this guy was like, his son told him he had the floppy disk. He's like, oh wow, you 3D printed the save icon? He was just like... Yes. And he's just like...
Nah. You want time out, little nigga.
This was
off of principle.
Don't you disrespect history like that?
It said you 3D printed the save.
At the same time, you can't fault him.
Yeah.
He's never seen a floppy disk. We only saw a floppy disk for how many years?
Son, you don't say that shit to my face.
You just gotta lie.
Okay.
Age me, little nigga.
Okay.
Find out. Why don't you Google how long it's gonna take for my hand to reach your face, nigga? Let's find out the metrics on that shit. When you look up, then you'll find out if it was right or wrong.
3D print these results.
Bastard. Future child, I'll slap the shit out you. You ever say some irresponsible shit to me like that, I'll fuck you up on sight.
This nigga's threatening his sperm.
Listen.
What?
Listen,
What is going on?
Shout out to my nigga D-Lay. I'm gonna be one of them real ass parents. Be like, it's crazy. One day you wearing my balls, and now you're just looking at me in my face. Life's crazy, ain't it?
At the same time, that is so much truth.
Just think, you were in my balls, nigga.
Like, you're the fastest one? Damn. The fastest.
Kind of strong there, son.
Oh, God. Yo, y'all terrible.
Shit, Sage already know this about me. Fuck that.
Your kid getting a note home.
Hey, whatever.
They don't want us coming up. They don't want us going to med school.
Listen, as long as I ain't got no sex toys they bring to school, we fine. They'll be all right.
What?
That's a real life situation I went through at one of my jobs, nigga.
I've heard about that. Like,
like
a kid found mommy's magic wand.
Nah, he knew exactly what the fuck it was. He hit people with it. He was like, what are you doing? He was like, he's hitting people with his mom's vibrator.
How did we get...
We're gonna have to put that in a little bag. We got to talk to your mom when she
At
gets
the
there.
same time, he's not wrong for doing that. That is a preference I'm like.
Hey, keep your hands to yourself, Junior.
Look me in my eyes. That shit was big and black.
And I'm out. Cue.
I just want to say.
Cue
Let's
the
get
music.
that out there.
We need a theme song. Yo, we be right back. Pay these bills.
Yo, there should be a blog dedicated to embarrassing parents.
Yo.
Because I saw this video the other day.
Don't say anything else. We're gonna make that Instagram page.
Facts.
We're selling
fair
advertisements.
Facts.
Because I saw this video the other day, and it was a party, and it was in China, and this woman is on a table. She's singing her heart off. She's just drunk. You could tell she's drunk, and she's singing. She's like having the best time of her life. And there's like a bunch of older folks surrounding her, and they're all like, yeah. And then somebody in the comment goes, I can read Mandarin. That sign says this is a divorce party. And then you see her son, like 10 years old, like next to her, just like, look at. This is why he left. Why are you like this?
Like, I understand, Dad. Take me with you.
I got stuck with you. You won me over.
You just see her relatives in the audience just looking at her like, fuck.
Niggas. That's a nigga moment, bro. Fuck the culture. That's a nigga moment.
Yo, can't people celebrate divorce parties? Like, let her cook. Anyway,
maybe that's why she getting divorced. She can't.
Oh my God, son! I was trying to get away from shit like that. Oh my God.
Listen, I came from Mr. Rogers. Regular niggas get it too, bro. Fuck that shit.
I would just like the record to say I didn't say that. Thank you.
Whatever. I got me one. Sage know what's up.
Son, that bag, we'll never get it.
Sorry, we gonna make our own. Goddamn it.
We gonna have to.
We got no choice.
I'm gonna shoot Santa Claus. Nigga, we gonna get his bag, nigga.
I got the rubber band already.
Oh, shout out to the Boondocks. Classic.
Oh,
you bitch
pay what you owe. Still on his blurred update. The umbrella.
Jump ship, bro. Jump ship. Just jump ship from the blur. We ain't gonna make it. Nigga.
Yo, unrelated. Y'all saw Simone Biles throw out that first pitch?
Yes.
Son, I'm so mad she just came to throw out the first pitch and just did a tumble, landed perfectly, then threw it out. Like,
No, it was a somersault about face flip.
whatever. She landed flat. Like, she landed on cue and then just threw the pitch out. I can see the catch in the mound just like, you could have just thrown me the fucking ball.
No.
He got you all this shit.
No. That was for the people that don't know what the fucking Olympic officials are trying to do to her. So y'all could watch and be like, oh, that's the girl that did that shit on the Houston Astros. Wait, why is her score so low? Because they hating.
That's right, I hated
They
it.
hate us. They hate us because they ain't us.
Facts. Yo, Simone Biles is in that Serena Williams category where she's so good and so much better than her competition that the only people that can stop her is the refs. That's all you got at this point. Because the Maria Sharapova's out there that working their blessed little hearts out. But you ain't never going to win, sweetie. You can let it go. You're not going to win, sweetie. It's not for you.
She's steady on a treadmill, getting nowhere.
Look at that difference between first and second place. Do you have to stand that close to her?
Even though that was a dope pitch by Simone Biles, I'd just like to take a moment to say, fuck the Houston Astros, New York all day, thank you.
Facts. Facts.
I just wanted a bag.
Facts.
Even
bro.
a sports bag.
Nah.
What's this?
Facts, bro. Nope.
This is for fencing? A fencing bag? I don't even do fencing. Why are you taking my bag? Because of what Ocean said.
Yep.
I was so mad watching that game. When he hit that ball, I had the same look the pitcher had. You see this shit? Yo.
You should have seen. I came off the damn train when the game was over.
Oh, people were tight. They were tight, weren't they?
That was the quietest Yankee game I ever seen in my life.
That was on the Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. Because everybody was like, oh, and then they got really quiet. I was at Slate.
Bruh.
Yeah.
They were real quiet.
Bruh.
And then everybody started arguing. This is why they... I was like, oh, okay.
Bruh. You ever seen a Houston Astros fan not say shit? When I say the spectacular behavior that was happening from those people,
The Astros jersey.
you knew that you weren't safe, and you played it well and made it home to celebrate. Congratulations,
Congrats to you, sir.
because
Good choice.
that shit was ugly.
That group chat must have been popping, though.
Yo, just seen everybody.
Hashtag emoji gif.
Oh, speaking of which, the NBA season has begun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've already got free smoke. Mike Jordan came out here like Steph Curry. Oh, you got hopes and dreams? Let me tell you about yourself.
Listen, old man River.
MJ said, so the question was, they asked Michael Jordan, if you were to do a pickup game, a few years ago you asked this question, and you listed the people who would be your teammates. It was Scottie Pippen, James Worthy, Hakeem Olajuwon, and I forgot the fourth person. It doesn't matter. Okay. And so they asked him if he's going to keep the same four, considering how much the game has changed, right? And he said, yes, absolutely, because when you're playing basketball in a competitive sport, you want people that you've played with, that you understand their tendencies and all that. So the reporter jokingly said, so Steph Curry shouldn't be offended by this. And then Michael Jordan said, no, he shouldn't be offended by this. And then he added, he's not a Hall of Famer. And it's just like...
Not yet.
And it's just like, nope, no one even asked that question.
Listen.
Like, wow.
Didn't Charles defend him? He's like, technically, he's not a Hall of Famer. So what he said, technically,
If
he was
Steph
right.
Curry retired today, he's making the Hall of Fame. Like
Listen,
literally
bro.
today,
Listen,
as
bro.
of this moment, walked off the court, Hall of Fame. Like,
Wash my hands. I'm just saying.
At certain points, Jordan needs to shut the fuck up. You are the GOAT. Mind your motherfucking business. Nobody asked you. Wilt Chamberlain will bust your ass. What's my man? Bill Russell? Bill Russell will bust your ass. What rings? He talks shit about Kobe. Oh, he likes Kobe.
yeah.
All day. Kobe fan, that's Jordan. Fine. Steph Curry will bust your ass. Lights out.
Yeah. And it was weird that he gave that response because he knows Steph Curry's family personally. Steph Curry's dad, Del Curry, is the play-by-play announcer for the Charlotte Hornets, which he owns. So he's known Steph Curry since he was a little kid. So they asked Steph, like, if he thought about, if he was offended, he's just like, he doesn't think he was being mean. He thought he meant he's not a Hall of Famer yet, which is being objective. I'm just like, man, y'all dancing around this shit because y'all love MJ. That was hate. That was being an old hater. Like, just say it out loud. God damn, y'all afraid of this man?
Let's play a pickup game, though.
Like,
how many rings did the Charlotte Hornets win yet? No? How about you ring? You know what? How about you win a ring? Then you could talk about Hall of Famers.
Win a ring. Win a playoff series.
No,
you
even make it to the playoff series? I don't even follow sports. I don't even know.
No, the team is terrible. Like, seriously. He doesn't have a good outfit.
Whole trash.
Yeah, like
you know, when you sit in the back, you got to be the loudest, right? Otherwise, niggas won't hear you. I'm just saying.
Son, I love that the NBA season is back and the pettiness is in full bloom.
Yo.
Because, like, did y'all see Kawhi Leonard's new ad? The New Balance? The city is his?
Yeah.
And his little keychain had a crown on it. I was just like, this the guy out here popping this shit? I respect that.
In his home turf.
I respect the fuck out
like,
of
nah,
it.
Nigga, you from Cleveland. Fuck out of
And
here.
then LeBron James is like, it's not a rivalry. Nigga, you thought.
They share the same arena, don't they?
Yeah. This is beef. Yo, LA Lakers fans are so tight when people like the Clippers run the city. Like, they ain't got no rings. I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about now, though. Like, your team got no bench. Like,
well,
they ain't got no rings, you got no bench. Like these are two objective facts.
They better hope Anthony Davis stay fucking healthy all season.
Facts. Listen, it's going to be a fun year in the league. I'm curious to see if Daryl Morey, if y'all don't know who that is, that's the guy that tweeted his support of China and fucked up the NBA's bag. Curious to see if he maintains his job by the end of the year. Apparently, the Chinese government tried to get him fired. This commissioner is just like, I can't fire him. That's not my power to. And the commissioner also knew that if he did fire him, people be up his ass so quick. Woo! Y'all know how crazy the situation has to be for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I can't believe AOC Cortez, and Ted Cruz to agree on something. Like, y'all understand how fucked up the situation is to bring those two forces together? So he knew. Anyway, watch the NBA. Shit's fun as fuck. People getting their ankles broken out here, talking smack.
Smacking themselves in the face with a basketball.
Yo, James Harden lost his goddamn mind. That was
crazy.
so weird. Yeah, I love Josh Hart reaction. Like, yo, this.
It's like, I guess we gonna do that shit.
Oh,
He saw Joker. That's what happened.
listen, I got some bad news, though, for the NBA. Team Lightskin, your run's over. The Warriors are trash. They got blown out by 30 points by OKC this week. None of y'all can name nobody in OKC. That's my point. Team Lightskin is over, okay? Y'all had a good run. Y'all had Steph. Y'all had Clay. Y'all had assorted people like Sean Livingston. Like, y'all out here for a minute, okay? It's over. It's good. The Patrick Beverleys of the world, it's their time to shine. It's a new era. Let it go. It's going to be okay. You'll be all right. Be straight.
I have yet to concur.
Oh, you know.
I don't know. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm a Steph Curry fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a Golden State fan.
Holy shit. I just
We'll see what
realized
happens.
how light Highbridge is.
Oh, so that's what we doing. Wow.
Like I said, when you sit in the back.
Fucking Brooklyn Nets. Let's see if you make it to the goddamn playoffs. With
Bronx
Kyrie
is the
Irving.
dirtiest place on earth. I said it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yo, but I'll give you a borough props. Hold on. We can get back to the shade. I give you a borough props. Real hero that don't need a cape. The nigga who egged the tourists there on the Joker steps.
Damn straight.
I respect that.
You damn
I
straight.
respect that.
How? Listen.
He said, you don't put no money in my store. I didn't know he owned the corner store.
Listen, he don't.
But I want to know the store.
He don't. Fuck that shit. That store been up there forever.
Wait, what happened?
So, okay. See,
We gonna let the Bronx nigga tell it.
Nah, we gonna let the Highbridge nigga tell
You
it.
right.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Because the movie Joker came out. One of the scenes is him going down the steps.
Which we all knew.
Yeah.
With
This
the Bronx.
is in Highbridge. We know those steps to be treacherous. First of all, vertically. Second of all, by quantity.
First of all, I passed them shits in ice storms, and I'm saying, if you walking up them, you have to.
This is how I used to test my chicks out. See if they had stamina when I was younger. No lie.
Broadway Junction.
No. This is worse.
Nah,
way worse.
Broadway
Way worse.
Junction is a vertical. They give you a dip and then proceed
Hold up,
to
but
That
Broadway
shit
Junction is
cuts
covered.
for a real hill.
Yeah, Broadway Junction is covered. This ain't covered. This is
Nah,
outdoors.
that shit's outdoors. And then weather-wise, whole nother thing.
Woo.
But
Smooth.
to top all that off, that's a whole hood right there.
Yep.
You gotta know niggas to walk down those steps safely, because that's the main throughway for people on that side to get to the train station, either Yankee Stadium or 167th Street, where 50 Cent did Get Rich or Die Trying movie at.
Can I say one thing?
What?
Can you imagine them running up and down these steps? You are never catching these niggas.
Listen,
No,
I can always spot a Bronx a native because their calves are crazy. Okay,
Yes,
Facts.
all of anybody from Highbridge know I ain't telling no lies. In every fucking direction, north, south, east, west, it's a goddamn hill.
Facts.
From street to street, it's a hill.
Facts.
So, to avoid the hill, we go up and down those steps.
Yep.
Again, you had to earn your stripes or know people from that side of town, because people are getting robbed on those steps all day long.
While other people are passing you by, by the way. But go ahead.
I'm gonna put that tip in my pocket if I ever go to the Bronx.
Yes. Just don't go over there and take pictures. Because right now, everybody's going over there. This shit's a tourist attraction.
I see.
Yo, Japanese
I am
tourists,
not okay
y'all
with
are
this
thugs.
shit.
Y'all
No,
are thugs.
no, they're not. No, they're
Because
not.
they out here. They were living their best
Listen,
like
bro.
that. The face paint and everything.
Listen, bro.
It's like y'all brave.
And then the eggs started flying.
That shit lasted until the sun went down.
Actually, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right, actually.
When the sun goes down, it's over.
Yeah.
And there's several sets of those steps.
Yeah, I know.
So it's that particular one is the most treacherous, because them shits are uneven.
Yep.
Like, it gets iced over quick as shit. Then
And
you
they
gotta fight the
steep.
rats.
And they steep as shit.
And y'all want to come over here and take pictures? Fuck you. Fuck you. And then Google Maps tried to be a bitch ass and rename the shit the Joker Steps. No, motherfucker.
Oh.
No, don't make that shit a tourist attraction. Niggas is getting egged. And Halloween is coming. Everybody's getting breakfast, nigga.
There
It's
was
going down.
there was a video, because the video the guy egging it was on, I think it was like ABC was posted a news story on Facebook, and people underneath were like, yo, why are people so defensive about the steps? And somebody's just like, yeah, man, everyone should go take a picture, especially around 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. It's like the best time. It gives you the greatest lighting. And wear your best stuff, really. I encourage you.
Jewelry, pay stores and cash. Like, go everything. These ATMs are bound. Like, son, do you know how serious it is that niggas is trying to figure out how they gonna start charging people for this shit?
Son,
It's about to be a whole hustle on them steps.
I look at the Bronx like a mixture of Streets of Rage and Battletoads. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta
It's
fight
a
the
Battletoads.
You gotta fight the rats.
Nah, well, biker mice from Mars, nigga.
Those niggas were rats.
That's exactly my point, nigga. Them shits are fucking Transformers in disguise, nigga. Don't get it fucked up. Them shits come out, nigga, and you see nunchucks and shit flying all over the place, bro. There's mad
Hold on,
shit
hold
that
on.
goes on those steps.
Time out. Were the biker mice from Mars a gang?
They were a biker gang, yes.
Yes,
They were
they
three
were-
brothers.
Martian biker gang.
That's interesting. So
Only
our
one of them was
childhood
white, as
Saturday
far as I know.
cartoons were gangbanging. Okay.
Yeah, all day. All day.
I just thought about that.
Power Rangers was a gang.
Listen, bro, Mummy's Alive. That was a gang.
Oh yeah.
They were from Egypt.
Were they a gang or were they a clique?
Nah, bro.
What's really the difference, though?
Listen, you go down with a nigga and you wrapped up in a tomb, that's gang, nigga.
Yeah, that's gang for life. Gang.
Fair enough.
Like, we both woke up in fucking Charmin, bro. This ain't this ain't no regular shit.
Nigga, who tried to put quilted on me?
Niggas know I'm a Scots, nigga. They try to make me all fancy and shit. 2-ply. Nah. But yes, those are the steps.
Why?
And fuck everybody that's trying to come over there and take a fucking Instagram photo. You got to know somebody.
I understand.
Now you're gonna get your ass
I
kicked.
agree.
Shit's gonna go down. Like, it's gonna be a lot of people getting egged. That's generations of egging niggas, bro. Listen, son, I'm from Highbridge, bro. Niggas know. Going up those steps, I ran from dogs up those steps, bro. I damn near could have been in the Olympics. Running for my life.
And now, Highbridge is entering
Son.
the staircase vault. Appears to be 3 Dobermen behind him. Ooh, off to a great start. Look at him go, 15 seconds. This is the best time ever.
Son.
First of all, Halloween and eggs in New York City is such a trash tradition. Okay? Here's why. Okay? Because if you're on the bus, it's just like, there needs to be rules. X the side windows, not the front. Then the bus traffic got to stop.
Nah, nigga, that's why you got wipers. Fuck out of here.
But it makes it
Hold on.
white.
Hold on.
It makes
Also,
it scream like
hold on,
you can't
hold on.
see.
To the idiots on Halloween that leave the windows open, you deserve to be egged.
Oh, yeah, nah, you appreciate
brave.
all that shit. I love those moments. Like, stupid.
Like on Halloween, I remember one time on Halloween, the window wouldn't go down. I got off. I waited for the next bus. Dead serious. Dead serious. Canarsie was like that. They were out here.
You know what's weird? I can't explain to other people because they're just like, yo, what do you associate Halloween with? Violence?
Yep, pretty much. Niggas don't go out on Halloween. Fuck, I look like.
People
I
like,
ain't trying
did
to
you go
get
trick or
Vic.
treat? I'm like, in my building, like, I used to have a building where the kids would go trick or treating in and out, but like, they didn't go outside. Like,
Listen, bro, niggas would go trick or treating on the floor.
Oh, and if you weren't giving out candy sometimes, your dog got egged.
listen,
Yeah.
when I remember when I was in middle school in Halloween, I used to have to go through a full security screening to get into the playground because of prior incidents that had happened. So like the Halloween like school dismissed, and you just see like half the station in front of the school. You're like, God damn!
Listen, bro, everybody on
Like,
Halloween.
you can see my hands, officer. I'm good. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Everybody on Halloween in my neighborhood, you knew it was certain buildings you didn't walk by, a.k.a. the big white building. Niggas throw frozen eggs off that building.
Oh,
And that shit is 24 floors.
Nah, that's
how about when they
Like,
wait
you
for the
don't-
eggs to spoil?
Nah, son. Niggas ain't wasting that. Ain't wasting that. It's good enough. Throw that shit in the freezer. Like, you know it's bad, nigga, when you hear that shit hit the bus and it sound like a M80 went off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like throwing ice, but worse.
Son.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Shout out to you suburbanites who don't know what the fuck we're talking
At
about,
all.
right? Like, we just cannot relate a little
Son.
bit.
On a positive note, farmers must love eggs.
Oh, yeah, nah, Halloween is one of
The
them.
egg-
Definitely
the egg
one of
sale
them
on
times when the
Halloween.
sales go up. But you know what the fucked up shit is? Niggas in the hood know what time it is because them shits go on sale.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
They were
Yes,
like, oh yeah, 5 carton of eggs, $3. What?
Listen,
it can be the best omelet ever.
I always
We
wonder
out
where,
here making cakes.
where people get candy
Pumpkin
corn
spice
from on
cakes.
Halloween. I was wondering where people get candy corn from on Halloween because I'm just like, this shit's awful. That's why it's only out once a year. Like, this shit is awful. No one wants this.
I do. I like candy corn. I'm weird. I love candy corn, bro.
I hate it so much.
It was listed one of the worst candies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nah, I
That
can't
or
agree with that.
Circus peanuts.
Y'all are all candious right now. That shit is horrible. Y'all had no childhood. I don't know what to tell
So
you.
you were banging with the candy corn.
Nah, but still. This hate, though.
I don't know. I like candy corn, son. I hate Swedish fish.
Oh, though, shout out to the Halloween tradition where women dress scantily clad. Though I do have one thing to say, okay? I do have one thing to say. I respect your agency. Wear what you want to wear.
He's looking at me. 'Cause
But could
Every Halloween, though.
could we not slutify certain costumes because it's weird? Like someone just had like a slutty Nemo, and I was just like,
oh,
"Come on, bruh. Like what? It's
Hey,
a
listen.
fish."
She was like,
Listen, bro. Fish are friends.
rub on my gills.
Fish always stay wet.
What?
There's a theme here, bro. What do you mean?
Look under my flipper.
the good one. The good flipper.
Y'all the worst.
And Sage looked great as Helga Hufflepuff. You know, shout out the black cosplayers, yo, because
Of course.
they really be doing some shit, and you never really appreciate it until you see people try to do the couples costumes, and it's just a failure.
Yeah.
Shout to Chicklet.
Yeah. He showed me that shit today. I was fucking, what was it? Turkey? He was a rooster.
He's like, I'm rooster man. Like,
They're trying to do the Spider-Man shit at the edge. Like, what the fuck are you shooting? I guess it was gravy, nigga. I don't know.
what? Because this girl dressed up as Catwoman, and he didn't pay attention to what she said. She's like, go get a Batman costume. He's just like, nah, fuck it, let's grab something. So he came as a rooster. And so it was a rooster and Catwoman. He's like, what you mean? You a cat? I'm a rooster. I'm not a cat. I'm Catwoman. All right, then I'm Rooster Man. There is no Rooster Man.
Listen, I would have went with Foghorn Leghorn, nigga, or something.
I did.
I did that. I'm about to give you this cock. Call me cock man. Just don't say it around the kids.
Oh my god. Oh, one last thing about Halloween. All you parents dressing up your kids as people they don't fucking know. Stop it. Your kid ain't be like, yo, you know who I want to be? I want to be, I don't know, Sally J. Raphael. They don't know who the fuck that is, okay? Cut the shit out.
I thought they dress kids primarily in like pumpkins, like little babies.
Nah, they'd be like, somebody had her kid dressed as like a 1920s jazz dancer. I'm just like, your kid ain't picked this shit out. Cut the fuck out.
trying to be all
You
overly
sure she wasn't
creative
just
and
in
shit.
dancing school and she just used
No,
the
it
uniform?
was an actual like there was
my
a famous black jazz dancer, and just like, isn't her costume like you picked it? Stop it! Don't
No.
even imply that kid
Did
wanted
y'all
this
see
shit.
B. Simone?
No,
They heard Jess Hilarious and somebody else through a Halloween party, and
Yeah.
B. Simone came as the baby's wife, full face of makeup and wedding gown with a cutout of the baby. Crazy, son. That shit was reckless. It looked really nice though. It was a dope ass gown, but she always saying that's her husband. Or she got a crush on him or something. And I was like, shit, shoot your shot. Because he's a shooter. Why not?
Oh. She just...
Yeah, full gown, bro. She was ready.
Her eyebrows are wide, though. Like,
I gotta.
That's
Hold
her
on, we gotta take a moment.
boyfriend.
Actual breath.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
like, that shit was a real gown.
That's very weird.
Like, wasn't nothing fucking around about that at all.
I don't...
I mean, to keep with the theme of horror, absolutely.
Well, maybe she's just doing it for, Halloween.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But
No,
that-
maybe not, because you know what? Hold on. There's a picture.
no, she really is. She really likes the baby, like for real.
Halloween was an excuse.
Yeah.
Again, that's her boyfriend.
Yo, speaking of baby mamas,
Shoot
y'all
shot.
heard Future's baby mama's gonna unionize?
Again, the Avengers combining it.
I mean, didn't he post up a petty picture about happy wife, happy life or something like that?
I don't know, man.
On
It's
Instagram.
This is a Bob Marley run. We haven't seen this sort of run since Bob Marley.
No.
Oh, actually, Antonio Cromartie. I take that back.
Yes.
Cromartie's a legend.
Yes.
Do you know who Cromartie is? Former football player. They did an interview. There's a famous interview. You can find this clip online where they asked him to name all of his kids. He needed both hands and additional fingers. And he needed a moment to pause to remember names. He's like, can you name all your kids? He's like, I was just like, my nigga.
See, that's what happens with guys. You can just pop them up.
Well,
Hey,
pop
listen,
them in.
man.
Hey.
Don't blame me, blame God.
And one shot, I took multiple.
In one foul swoop, in one night, this nigga made a whole team.
Listen, if you have that many kids by that many baby mamas, there's certain conversations you can't have with your kid because they're going to look at you sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it'd be like, listen, son, you need to stay faithful to one. You know what? Who am I lying to? Listen, kid, like
Make sure you can afford all these little niggas. That's it.
Yep. You
And
got
he ain't had no choice but to be successful. Nigga, he had Drake and Trey songs on repeat while he's training.
gotta look
That's
your
it.
God in your eyes. Babe, I love you, but if he remind you of me, run. Run,
Whole
what you
facts.
doing?
Like, you see what I did out here. I don't even want a nigga with you with dreads.
Yo, they all going to the same school. I'm not, listen, we not taking a limousine to our parent teachers now. Y'all going to the same place.
Real talk.
We
I
ain't
said
doing this.
it. I agree with this meme that said, I don't care how many kids I got. I'm not buying a caravan. If I got 10 kids, I'm buying that caravan. I'm making that. Because that mean was like, I'm not buying that caravan.
Nigga,
Somebody's not coming.
Fucking, you need a Sprinter fucking with that nigga, man. Not even a tricked out one. That nigga need all the seats.
Nah, you need a dollar van.
Oh, shit.
Might have to end up charging him if the gas money ain't coming in.
Yo, you got the 20
Steve,
cents?
Steve, we talked to your mom this morning. Where the dollar at? Like, Pops, you gonna do me like this? Get out the car, Steve.
Told your little ass. When I was your age, nigga. Let's figure out some type of hustle, nigga.
Yo, he probably be an asshole. Be like, the one who pays the most gets to sit in the front.
I will listen. May this never happen. I mean, knock on wood. May I never be in that scenario. But the one thing I would make to ensure to instill in those kids is no matter how trifling I am, okay, y'all better love each other, all right? Because if one of y'all get in trouble and I hear the others ain't help out, I'm whooping everybody ass.
Damn.
I'm whooping everybody ass.
He got to be in
This is
good.
like-
He got to be in good shape for that shit because that's a lot of ass whoopings.
Also, like, you know, you got to get in while you can because when they're 18, everybody's squaring up on me. Like, you know, Pops, you wasn't there for Marsado. Think you were the third one of the night. I took a nap, okay?
Son. Look at that nigga's highlight clips. He can still take them down. He be cracking niggas, bro.
One thing I had to tell my 10 kids, if you a 50 stroke nigga, pull out at 45. No, pause. I don't like the number. 46. No, fuck it. Be safe. 44. 44.
44 all day.
44 all day. My nigga, give me some. We're gonna call this episode spicy.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up. Wrap that shit up.
Y'all niggas are stupid. I can't with y'all.
Oh my god, yo. What do you do for Valentine's Day? Do you get baby mama's birthday cards? What's like 8 of them? What, do you just like hit them up on a group text? Thinking about you. Just like what?
No, you know what you do? You know what you do? You know what you do? You send them a statement of your child support that you've paid already.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wow.
See, that I would like to say that I did not say that. Thank you.
44, nigga. Pull out a 44.
Oh my god. 8. Oh, I can't even picture those numbers, son. At that point I'm just like, is this a game? Is this like a competition? Like, is this a competition at this point? Like, is he trying to have as many kids as possible? You think he's thinking about this?
You know why I feel bad for him, too? Because he was around the area where they didn't have digital cell phones where you could put the name in and automatically dial. So he had to know the numbers by heart. Can you imagine memorizing 10 different numbers? Plus?
He had a phone book. The little black book.
Maybe that's why his ass was in shape. Maybe he didn't have a car. He had to run to everybody's house. He's like, well, shit, send some hair, nigga. I'm going to drop some shit off.
Go up these steps.
But as a man, you gotta have a certain level of I don't give a fuck. Like, there's another dude that's in that realm is Country Wayne.
Yo,
he got a gang of kids too. He take care of all his kids. Nigga, we all know that little tingle. Where is your dismount at that tingle?
Nah, he don't care. He is shooting up that club.
That's when you know you got the hustle in you.
He thrusted forward instead of backwards.
Yes, that's what it is.
Do that shit and drive.
That's a 50-50 chance, nigga. Depends on the stroke when that shit happens.
Nigga hits the Chevron and yells, Geronimo!
Nigga knee go weak. You just fall into the shit like, fuck it, I'm already here. Nigga, it's over.
It's not even about having a large family at that point. It's just more just like, that just complicates relationships. It's one thing if you had like 13 kids with, like Eddie Murphy has a bunch of kids with Nicole Murphy, right? I think they had like 7 kids or something like that. They had a ton of kids. You have to Google that. Eddie Murphy has a ton of kids, but it's like with, I want to say 3 partners over the course of 20 plus years, as opposed to just like, pow, 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 like I'm just out here, right? That's a very different approach.
With the other women, you come into the relationship and he has like 9, 10 kids already. Why would you have an 11th one for?
That's also a question that I seriously think about.
10 children in total.
Eddie Murphy, right?
Yep.
How many? It's like 3, right? It's 3 or 4.
I'm going to find out right now.
I think he only has 3 or 4, and one was Nicole Murphy, who he was married to for like 20 years.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's a good average, I guess. It's still 10 kids, right?
It's a lot of kids.
10 million people.
Listen, if you can
It's
afford
still 10 kids.
if you can afford them, fuck it.
You know, I'll be honest with you. If you could afford it, and you really wanted a family of that size, I guess there is the reward of like later in life you have a really big family at the table. Just be like, son, I claim all your accomplishments and none of your failures.
Because the law of averages, nigga. I'm winning.
Just like, I'm proud of you, except for that shit you did Thursday. Why? Anyway.
Shit, I wish, bro. To just not, like,
I'm out.
Your baby mom's just come to you like, oh, your wife come to you, I'm pregnant. Nah. Like, just have a not give a fuck attitude about it. Like, oh, you're pregnant. All right, cool. So
I've been down this road again. He the type of nigga, you going through labor, he reading the newspaper calmly.
Like, just breathe. We've been here. I already know to do your doc. She's like fucking 7 centimeters and she's almost there. Hold on.
I did from here.
Nigga, just get the glove real quick. She's ready, nigga.
There was this eyewitness news video. Some woman had been, I think, the victim of a crime, or she'd gotten injured or harmed in some way, right? And they were interviewing the father of her kids. And there's a moment of just like, this is what ate shit looks like in real time. Because he's just like, yeah, man, since she got hurt, she's been left with all these kids. I'm just like,
Oh my god!
I'm like, they're your kids. You're making it sound like they're not supposed to be.
No.
All those kids.
Okay, so is he at the same level of ain't shit nigga that's the dude that laughed when Santa got shot?
Well, at least he had his kids. I guess there's a slight level above. Like
That nigga not on Christmas.
or like
Shot Santa.
Like if a dude's like, I gotta babysit my kids. You can't babysit your kids. They're your kids. That's parenting. If you say the word babysit and you talk about your kids, that is parenting.
You have to be there all the time for that to be parenting.
Facts.
I know, but anytime someone's like, yo, I gotta babysit my kid, it's no, that's your kid. That's parenting. You gotta parent your kid this weekend.
This at work all the time.
Yeah, you gotta.
They're like, I have to babysit, and the mom's like, no, that's not what that's called.
This episode has been brought to you by contraception. Them
Wrap it
niggas
up,
need it,
dude.
and so do you.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up.
Pull out a 44, nigga.
That's gonna have to be a fucking hashtag.
That applies for so much, but okay.
There should be like a collection one day of celebrities with more than 10 kids. And just, I don't know, I'll just be very curious about how that dynamic works. Because, yes, you have resources, but is there like competition?
Oh, hell yeah. There has to be.
Because there has to be. Like, let's say your dad's in your life. Like, let's say best case scenario. The person's able to provide. They have good relationships with the mothers, right? Mm-hmm. And they're actually involved in their kids' lives. Isn't it still a little weird? That dynamic of like, it's essentially multiple families, right? So does that create like a competition of just like, yo, dad, I got an A. Yo, dad, I got an A+. I started a company. Fuck, both of you have report cards. Like,
First of all, if you broke, them niggas is out here fighting for scraps.
first of all, the competition is to eat food. Like, let's establish that shit.
Oh shit!
Facts.
No, you think it's a joke, but if you come from anybody from a big if you ever talk to anybody on a big family, and they're like working class, they will tell you stories about fighting their siblings for food, straight up.
Yeah.
I used to have a boss that when he ate food, he used to do this.
Prison style.
Because he grew up with 4 brothers. So he's just like, if you didn't guard your plate, they would eat your food. Even if they'd already eaten. So I'm just like, I used to watch him. He's like, yo, bro, no one here is trying to take your plate, dog.
Son.
Relax.
You get stabbed in the night, so you take my food. I don't share. If I can't fuck you up at the dinner table, go to sleep, nigga.
So we just established there'll be violence. Interfamily violence.
I'm pro family violence. It tames everybody. But think about it. Yeah, it has to be. Look at Bob Marley's kids. Okay, the numerous kids. I only recognize 2 of them: Damien and Ziggy. All right, everybody else is out here trying to fight to get on the map. There's like 10, and
I can't remember names right now. Holy shit! There really is just Damien and Ziggy in terms of the most prominent ones.
Got you. Look at this: Damien, Ziggy, Stefan, or Steven, depending how he says it.
Steven. Is that the one with Lauryn Hill?
Huh?
Is that the one that was messing with Lauryn Hill for the
No,
longest?
that's Ziggy, I think.
Nah, it wasn't Ziggy.
Good question.
No, Lauryn Hill's boo, the one that was. Let me not get messy.
They're all crazy. Kai Manny,
That's Kamani. Yeah.
Rohan, Julian, Sadella, Sharon. Sorry, there's no other way I can say Sharon, Karen. See, Sharon, Karen, Makita, Stephanie, Robert. They don't say Robert regularly. Robert. And that's all that we know so far.
Damn.
So far, was it 9?
There has to be competition in that.
Of course.
Because he wasn't even, like, around much. So that, like, you know what? Let's just move
12,
on from
bro.
this topic.
There's 12?
It's 12.
Woo.
Woo. When
I
that
lost count. There's
Saltfish
too many
came
kids.
around, people
Buffalo
swinging.
Soldier, bro.
There's too many more than
From
one.
him, though.
Huh?
Like, I expect him to have that many kids.
Why?
Because he's a hoe?
Hey,
Yo,
Thaddeus
listen.
Prime. If he's got a beard, if he's muscular or lean, if he's got a tat, dreads, Thaddeus Prime. Man.
Why would you expect that?
yes,
You're a
why do you expect
feminist.
that?
It's the culture.
What?
Yeah, I knew Bob Marley was a legend when he called his wife to get rid of his groupies. I was like, you living in a different plane of existence I can't relate to.
Again, when
That
you
man was a legend, okay?
You know what? Maybe when in a situation like that,
And you
maybe
think you would only
the
have
baby
one
mothers
kid?
come together. Like, you know what? We did good. We chose well.
Galaxies don't just
I think
have
we
one
all
star.
alright. Like we all pretty much made
I
it.
feel there are situations where baby moms do get along. Like Diddy's baby moms got along.
Yeah.
There may have been beef,
Immediately?
but his kids hang out all the time with him, no issue.
All right, Mike from Facebook News. Did they get along immediately?
I'm guessing that's a no. That would just be my... Especially, listen, Will Smith
Yeah, I
and
was saying
Jada and his ex are the best example of getting along I've ever seen. Yeah. And when they first met each other...
On site.
So, I doubt they got along at first, but I think eventually they came to, like, some weird... Like, we in this weird club, man. Like, we're in a weird club together. Like, nothing to do about that.
Go ahead, Average. I know you go.
I'm just saying, I feel like the first wife, she just need to chill the fuck out. Because she ain't really bringing shit to the table besides the kid.
What? What you mean? Oh my God. We don't get letters. This episode's going to be called
She doesn't
Letters.
really have much of a career. I don't remember seeing her in shit that was worthwhile.
I just had
Jada fucking
an
Pinkett,
asthma
bro.
attack, and I
my
don't
God.
have asthma.
It's Jada Pinkett.
First, Mr. Rogers.
Listen,
And now
bro.
Will Smith first. Pow!
Listen, listen. And then on top of that, you were his life experience for Jada.
Okay, I will backpack off this.
Listen, that story of he was supposed to go meet Jada and ended up with Shorty.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
You were his life experience for his now relationship, but you were the beneficiary of his success, and y'all had a beautiful child together. Y'all went through y'all shit, but it was not supposed to last forever. You just so happened to play your part well enough so that this isn't ugly in the background.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she brought a kid to the table. It's a beautiful family blend. I appreciate the fact that they can operate and they're black.
Yeah.
How can you say she didn't bring anything?
I don't know. I didn't.
She's riding
It's
him.
Will Smith. She's riding the
She
wave.
likes him. She
No,
likes
but
him.
So is
She didn't
Jada.
have to be a celebrity. That wasn't. A
But that's what I'm
requirement.
saying. On the level of this trio, what are you bringing?
Jada is bomb.
It's Jada Pinkett and it's Will Smith. Plus one.
I also think Jada got that fire, but you ain't hear that from me.
She's from Baltimore, nigga. So
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
and Pac was dating her.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't used to mess with Pa.
Yo, real talk. I'm not messing with Jada at all. But no, her name Cherie. Cherie.
Yeah.
Cherie. Doesn't she date a pastor now?
She date somebody? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny.
Again, my point.
Like,
You see how this is not.
No. Like I get it didn't work out, all that stuff. But the whole she didn't bring anything to the marriage.
It's
so,
it's
you
Will
know.
and Jada plus one in this parenting trio.
well, what is she famous for? Let's start there.
Again, my point.
Why does she need to be famous?
Bro.
They just had a marriage.
Well, okay, what I mean
Bro.
famous, like, what is she known for besides being a human being?
Bro. My point
Why?
exactly.
What? I think that's a legit
Why is this
question.
podcast so shady?
No.
She's a Scorpio? Ah, you trash.
Yeah.
She pulled the plug on the relationship.
Damn.
She did. What?
He just isolated a 12th of the population of the world. Shit.
No, I'm Scorpio too, but like, you know.
Listen, shout out to Jada and Will and Cherie for their
This is him
beautiful
trying to clean up our mess.
blended family that has gotten along and have becoming a visual example of how to like
Co-parent
move on
successfully,
healthily in a relationship.
Yeah, most have.
And now they close, though. I still think even though Will is happy that shit's working out, he still think it's weird when those two are together. Like when they're on the red table
hell
talk,
yeah.
he's just sitting like.
that picture they posted and they said Jada took the picture with the two of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I took the picture, but I got the prize.
But then this
it's so weird.
it's
Like,
the,
It is weird.
But
It's
this
weird.
is the part to me that always bugs me out. It's like, so at that point, is it the man to set the tone, or is it the women?
It has to be the women.
How?
Because, like,
Because
even
if you ain't shit, but they all right, that still might not work out because
No,
they
because
both
I
their
think it
commonality is hating you. That's not a real good point.
I just
have.
want to say one thing.
Hey, what unites?
I'm still Googling her, and the only thing she's known for is doing a TV show called Hollywood Exes.
Are we just gonna leave this woman alone? Because y'all
Okay.
just we're gonna leave this woman alone. Okay, leave this woman alone.
Like,
We're leaving this woman alone. Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, can somebody help me?
This woman
Will Smith was on his game at that point.
Oh my God. Leave her
Okay,
alone.
whatever.
No, I was gonna say
She's a good woman.
The woman sets the tone. I feel because
Yeah.
guys don't give a shit. They don't care if you're friends with the girl that they're with or whatever it is.
Yeah, I would
If
say
a
so.
woman she doesn't like the other woman.
Yeah.
she'll make that.
The
It's just
whole
gonna be a
thing is
disaster.
fucked up.
Because you know who said that once?
Speaking of personal experience?
I remember years ago Kevin Hart said, because someone asked about how his new wife and his ex-wife got along, and Kevin Hart said they don't speak. Oh, he's like, they don't speak often? He's like, no, they don't speak. Like, when we're in the vicinity of each other, there are no words exchanged. Like, it's just like, I'm doing all of the talking, usually because the silence is awkward. Like, so it's like, in that scenario, there's nothing Kevin can do to break that ice. If they or individually one of them wants to, they'll have to be the one to approach. Because even if you try to set the tone, right?
'Cause you can't take sides.
Like, is that what you're trying to do? Like, yeah.
I don't know, man. I dodged these bullets, so far be it from me to tell a nigga how to deal with that. But
Hashtag 44.
I be putting foot to ass. I can't deal with that shit. You better not cause no motherfucking ruckus around my damn household. Either one of y'all. I can't deal with that shit. Fuck, I look like not having peace because y'all niggas don't like each other.
I just think as long as the other person's taking care of the kids, it don't matter.
You know what I would do in that scenario?
That's real mature of you.
Yeah. You know what I do in that scenario? I'd be like, Issa Rae at Amanda Seals. I say my business. I gotta.
Ooh, you want to talk about that? You want to talk about that?
Hold on, he was talking about the
This ain't my
shade we was
party.
throwing.
This ain't my party.
Where's the coconut tree at? Huh?
He
Which way
is the tree.
Where is
He is the tree.
Where's it tilting now, sir?
That was a joke. That was a shade.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That
okay.
was a joke. Okay? We big up Issa on this show all the time. Okay?
Nothing
I
about
can't-
Amanda.
I can't needle from time to time.
Yo, one day we'll have our fans take a poll on who's the most shadiest person on this show. We all know the answer.
Listen, we know who cast people to the shadow realm, nigga. It ain't us.
I bid you to the shadow realm.
Yo, can we talk about her not getting to this party real quick?
Go
Yes.
ahead.
So, if y'all don't know, Amanda Seals, a few days ago, who cares? She didn't get into this party. She felt some type of way and shared the story on her social media. I think it was her Instagram.
Instagram story.
And you can go read the whole story yourself. Just literally Google any black gossip site. They'll tell you the details. Long story short, she wanted to go to a party she wasn't invited to. She got in the first year because she was somebody's +1. Second year party happens again. She's not invited. Tries to get in as a +1. Is denied at the door. Somehow sneaks in and then gets kicked out. And it turns out the person who threw the party was the publicist to Issa Rae. And Issa Rae didn't intervene on her behalf. And she felt abandoned because all her castmates were there and she wasn't invited. All right, cool. I knew I wasn't shit when I heard this story. I told this to Mayhem. I was dead. I was fucking dead. Because it's like, listen, you in Hollywood, you getting your bag, you got some fame, you think your face about to get you in here, and then you show up, it's me, baby. We know. Shit.
Your entrance is that away. But that's the exit. Your entrance is that away.
And then to get in, and to see your coworkers there, yo, and they get escorted out, and they just make eye contact with you as they get escorted out. Wow.
Like if I was never went
So
down,
this
they
is
just
what
stayed
we
up.
doing?
Wow.
Nah, but we talked about it. Yo, real talk, I feel bad for her because she set herself up. Once they denied you at the door, we do like what every mom tells you. If they don't want you there, don't be there. Don't go nowhere you're not supposed to be.
She forgot where she was from for a second.
Facts. It's not your party.
She from New York. Listen.
And then she was like, I didn't
know.
forget
She forgot her upbringing.
And she from... okay.
You know, listen, I know that in Hollywood, parties are like work events, even though they don't seem like it, or it's places to meet producers, writers, potentially securing your next opportunity or make an impression to tap into a network that can get you opportunities. So I understand why she would want to be there. But, like, I guess my black man pride just wouldn't let me do that.
Thanks.
Like, to me, you said no. And just like you were a little disrespectful about it too. I'm like, all right, fuck you. I don't need your party. Am I hurt? You damn right. I'm gonna act like I ain't though. I'm gonna front hard. Pretend I don't need your party.
I turn that corner. I have a book out.
And the Uber XL like I thought I was famous. Fuck y'all.
But what happens if somebody you wanted to meet introduce yourself to sees you getting dragged out? What's the point?
Yeah, and then
you ruined it. You can never try to be that person again.
And then also, like, even sharing
Not
the
at a party.
story, to me, the way she shared the story didn't make sense, because I'm like, you highlighted Issa Rae for not helping you get in the party, which makes her look bad, and I'm just like, that's your boss. That's who ultimately signs your check. Why the fuck? Yeah, okay, so it's like, let me get this straight. The party was being thrown by her publicist. A publicist's job is to make people look good. So in order to repair a relationship with the publicist, you make one of their best clients not look good? Is that your strategy? Bruh.
So that's
Bruh.
what I found it. Anyway,
Bruh.
she set herself up. She should have left. And then she tried to make it seem like, oh, and everybody who saw me, I haven't forget your faces. Yeah.
And?
This ain't my party.
Fuck,
I know not to invite you to my party. Wait, are we going to talk about the shade somebody threw her that was on the cast?
Wait, the castmate. I think the castmate was like, people would want you around if you're fun to be around or some shit like that. I was like, God damn.
He must be a rapper. The subliminals. Shout out to Issa Rae, though. What I want to say, she started her own new record label called Radio.
Yeah.
TMR, I believe it's how it's said. Definitely there. She's also on Google Maps. Is it Google
No,
Maps?
she's on Google Voice.
Google Voice, there you go.
Okay, I have to say
The
this.
bag,
okay?
son. The bag.
Issa Rae shaded the hell out of me on Google Voice, okay? So once I found out that Issa Rae was Google Voice, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Did some regular Google searches. And then I was just like, how do I get invited to Issa Rae's yacht party? You know what Google did? Showed me search results for other people's yacht parties. That's fucked up. And then I tweeted it out, and Issa Rae liked it. You liked the slander. That's doubly fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, Issa Rae liked the tweet. Wait, she co-signed the slander. That's fucked up.
She's going to start sending you pictures of her previous shop parties.
Damn.
On the back, it said, wish you were here.
You on Team Amanda officially.
Damn. I'm going to wave howdy from the club, though.
Yo, let me ask you this scenario. Let's say it's us in that scenario. Actually, I can't even picture that. Because I feel we all just walk away. It's like, it ain't that deep.
Yo, real talk.
Ain't that deep for us.
Even if I got, let's just say I got in.
Yeah.
I'd walk out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the thing that weirds me out. Like, okay, let's say it's my publicist. If it's a powerful publicist, I'm not her only client. I can't just tell her who to invite. If you get invited to a party, let's say you get invited to a party, and a friend doesn't get invited to that party, are you going to try to bogart that friend in if you know that person don't fuck with them? That doesn't even. Why would that friend want to be there? Number one, why would you want to be in an environment they actively don't want you in? Number one. And number two, why would you then be like, oh, you ain't going to help me get in? You weren't invited. What the fuck?
I'll save you a goodie bag. I don't know.
Moment number one. No, you fucked up.
Yeah,
Right.
Jesus Christ. Though, I mean, can you think of a party you want to get into that bad? Make it a Rock Nation brunch. I want to hang out with some bougie blacks. I got shiny shoes.
Remember?
Wait. Who's bougie at these Rock Nation joints? It's Casanova in there, bro.
My nigga, I will say this to Casanova's face. He in there eating some shrimp tartare, drinking a rosé.
You right. But he
Talking
also
about the Hamptons with Pecos.
He also makes prison meals on YouTube.
Listen, people could be dichotomies. Like, they can have two sides to them. Like, true.
That nigga what I used to eat versus what I'm eating now.
Remember my story about drinking wine in the Hamptons?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like, the wine was bougie, but once I saw the goat, like, the other side of me is just like, all right, let's do this. Like,
You right. That's the level up brunch. All right, I feel you.
yo, let me in the Rock Nation brunch, son. I will be in there dancing. If anybody asks me any NFL questions, me no hablo inglés.
But that would be us. We're getting into partying. I don't know. What was she trying to do?
You know what? The only part I would get into, remember the Toys R Us where you had a minute to grab the shit and with the shopping cart to come back?
party?
Nigga, that party.
You trying to be on your Macaulay Culkin shit?
Whatever, son. I want the TV. Shit is real out here, son. I need a 70-inch.
Highbridge, any party you'd want to get into?
Nah, I'm good. I don't like parties, no way.
I don't want to hang out with the bougie blacks, pop Cristal, take some dope IG photos.
Hold on. Ain't she Guyanese?
So? What?
Y'all party when you come out the womb.
Yo.
Guyanese people party.
Listen,
we party at funerals.
You want your own name? Damn.
We really do. We do. Like, you go to the funeral, you mourn the person, and you go back, play music, and eat food. Like, what do you mean? Like, you gonna be sad the whole day?
She said she's her own nation, bro. You walking like that through life? I feel you. So I see all the tats. She a whole gangster out here. She about to fuck something up.
Whenever I start bringing shit up, I get hit. So,
it's probably because she don't know me well enough that she ain't hit me yet.
It's all right. I don't like her. Homo one ass looking.
Oh my god! Listen, that's the only part I want to get into. Shout out to Amanda. Keep doing you. Let that party go. Seriously, it ain't that deep.
At the end of the day, she's still smart, funny, and black, bro. So
yeah. I would love to see her live show. That looks dope.
I want to go to one of those shits.
It looks hilarious.
I fuck with Amanda heavy. That whole party shit shocked me. As funny as it is to talk about, it's like what? I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have said anything.
She was in the right.
She speaks on a lot of shit.
Yeah. Though I would have pressed that. I would have pressed Twitter fingers though. Because you got to see me at work the next day. I'm like, you never expressed these views. Like when we in the vicinity, what's with the tweets? What's with the tweet?
Keep that same energy, my nigga.
Oh, speaking of keeping that same energy, our boy Van Lathan got fired. He got escorted
hands on somebody.
Because he, like, you saw the clip? Did you hear what happened? Van Lathan, he was, in case folks don't know, he was the black guy on TNT, the one without the dreads that confronted Kanye many months back. He has a really dope podcast called the Red Pill Podcast where he interviews folks. He's also really intelligent and speaks really well on a lot of subjects. So he's becoming kind of like a media personality. And he was still working informed. At TMZ. Yeah. He was working at TMZ. He got into it with a coworker who was a pro-Trump fan. And from, I don't know what was said. No one knows what was said. There's no audio, and TMZ cut the audio of the clip. But the clip, they had an exchange on air, and Van Lathan rested his hand on his shoulders and whispered something into his ear. I don't know what he whispered, but that was it. That was the catalyst. He got kicked out. He got fired. He said he's fine. I don't think he's particularly worried because he was positioning himself to make an exit anyway, because people were really confused about how your brand is like really intelligent, well-informed conversation, and TMZ is
fluff.
TMZ, right? So it's just like this. And he used to defend it, but I guess he realized that even though he got fired, it's like, yeah, it's time to go. I feel that's what's happening with Charlamagne, to be bluntly honest with you. I feel like even though Breakfast Club is still successful, that success away from it is just like, it's that's why he's comfortable doing that separation. Yeah, I'll interview him while he's flaming the shit out you. What you gonna do, fire me? Oh well. Like, my platforms are so numerous at this point, you can't silence me. Oh well.
I think honestly that's what keeps him tied to hip hop, to be honest. Because outside of that, he's a regular dude. Like, he's damn near a journalist.
Yeah.
Even though he was on T.I.'s podcast and he was talking about it, and I was listening on the way over here. He was like, I don't see myself as a journalist. And T.I. was like, yeah, you pretty much are, bro. Like, you act the shit like you're not he called him a shock jock at first, but he was like, I did shock jock shit for a period of time, but I'm just me. Like, I just ask questions of regular shit that people would want to know.
Forrest Whitaker should have fought him.
Listen, he said the only dude that ever really scared him, that like he knew some shit was about to go down and he thought somebody was really gonna put hands on him.
Fredro Starr?
Nah. Nelly.
Why?
Listen, out of everybody, this nigga said the Birdman shit didn't bother him, but Nelly, he asked Nelly something. He was like, yo, Nelly, you kind of cold out here musically in these streets. Like,
yeah.
And Nelly was like, brother, I keep retainers for people like you.
Going down now, baby.
He said that's the only time. He was like, I've been around a whole lot of shit. I know street people. I've done street shit. That's the only time I'm ever like, oh, this nigga about to hit me. Like, all right, we about to have a scrap up in here. Like, he really wants to get it in. He's like, that shit with Birdman, that don't really bother me.
That Birdman shit was for sure. Birdman wasn't going to do anything in that moment.
Some respect on my name.
Also, you ever seen Charlamagne's bodyguard?
Nah.
His name is Wax.
Oh yes, I know who Wax is. I've never seen him.
Yeah, Google Wax. You just physically see him. I don't understand why Charlamagne is very comfortable in the room usually, because if anybody gets rowdy, you'll just see a very large, dreaded American stand up. Excuse me.
But then I feel like, yo, if you swing on Charlamagne, nigga, you ain't get no points for that shit.
I mean, the people outside wanted that drop.
Wow. There go the fucking coconut tree again, nigga.
Can't get a drop. I got nothing to add to that. Like that just wow.
Can't get a drop.
Hashtag keeps on coming.
Funk Master Flex Night.
That's when the real fun begins.
I'm done.
Yo.
Oh my god. Let's wrap this up.
Well, we still got two. Well, let me say this. First of all, fuck Kanye for dropping his gospel album.
Has anyone heard it?
No, of course not.
I mean, if anyone did, I don't begrudge you for it.
Anyway, Tank out here trying to say if you suck a nigga's dick twice and you don't like it, apparently you're not gay. I don't know who lied to Tank, but bisexuality is a thing, okay? Alternative lifestyle. First of all, what? What? Dick don't fall in mouth. You don't
listen. If he's saying that you're still straight, that's obviously not true.
Right.
If he's saying you're bi, that makes sense.
He's
but if
not.
he's just like saying like you're still straight, I'm just like, you actually engaged. Like the actual to call something gay is like to do something gay. Like that's literally the definition of gay. So if you're still messing with women, then you're obviously bi. But if he's just like, nah, you did that and you're still straight,
twice. My whole thing is,
nah.
If I would have let's just say I would have stood slide, you could be straight if you suck dick once. You did it twice. You did like maybe I didn't like this dick. Maybe the next dick. Maybe the next dick will tell me if I'm straight.
Nigga had hopes. He like,
you know, I always wanted one of these, but I'm still straight. What Tank? I see you. I see you. You and Jill Scott belong on the same stage.
It wasn't him. It was a friend of his.
Oh, right, a friend of his.
I don't want to be shady.
Hold
but
on,
I got so
you, Jill Scott, and your friend stay away from the mics. If he ever comes on the show, he's not using the mics.
Sex is not always good the first time. You might give up on somebody the first time. It might be trash. The second time might be good. So we tried it twice. What?
I can tell you as a guy that's not really a rule that we live by.
And also,
if it's like
sucking dick. It's sucking dick, and it appears that the guy he couldn't suck dick good, so he had to suck another one.
No,
nigga, they got bananas for that. Cucumbers. I've seen the videos. We know that lady who does it.
Listen,
if fruit swab.
If whoever he was talking about was bi-curious and was just interested in trying out a dude, whatever, that still makes you bi because you've engaged in sexual acts with both
more than
sexes,
once,
right? More than once, right? And I think that's like, to me, that sounds like someone in a little bit of denial, right? Because it's like, I'm 100% straight. Though it'd be like somebody going like, yo, I have sex with dudes every day and I'm 100% straight. It's like, nah, because that's not how. No, to be straight, you have to actually be straight. Like this is the literal definition of being gay. Like this is the actual textbook, open a dictionary definition, right? Like I think it's like a weird moment of just like, because being gay is so negative in some people's eyes, that even admitting bi-curiosity or bisexual is like, nah, that's a step too far. I'd rather just be like, yeah, I did this, but I'm still straight. Instead of just be like, you're bi, you're obviously bi.
Okay, so I have a question for that. How would you feel about a guy that admitted that to you, that you were involved with?
Music's all we got.
Yeah, that he tried it.
I don't care.
Because you your own nation. I forgot.
Fact. I know where you're getting at. I know where you get. First of all, fuck Tank anyway, because he's on some shit that's about supporting this gospel album kind of. Yes, said it. Second of all, women do not like men who engage in the same sex activities. Okay, you tell a bitch, yo, I was young, I kissed my friend on the nah, nigga, you gay. You probably looking at other niggas right now.
You changed person. That was you before 20 years
ago.
you
young nation, stay right there, okay? All right, that's not how a lot of women feel. Because a lot of women will tell you, because now I got to worry about you looking at the next bitch and a nigga. And I think what it really is the insecurity about a dude leaving you, not for another woman who may be ugly, but for another man.
You're going to get cut.
You know what's weird? Because the reverse isn't true. Like, if you tell a dude that his girl is bi or engaged in bisexuality, that's not a knock. Most straight men is just like, ooh, threesome opportunity.
Listen,
shoot your shot.
See, for me, that I don't play that shit. Like I've dealt with girls that have been bi-curious and have been in long-standing female relationships.
Yeah,
I knew I wasn't taking you seriously, so I don't give a fuck.
There's that.
But if I'm settling down, like I'm with Sage.
Yeah.
As far as I know, and as far as Sage told me, she's never lied to me before about shit like that. That's not something that she's experienced. So I'm not worried about that. But if that was something that she was, I don't know if Like that might be a talking point. Like, listen, hey,
but
this
can I
might
ask
not be able
why?
to...
Like, why is it a concern? Because if you're confident with her with the dudes, why not with the
Yeah,
women
nah,
on the other end of
nah,
that?
nah.
Why? I'm asking. I don't know.
Girls go to the grave with shit, bro. And then there's no, like, as a man who has been in a situation where chicks have stepped out, any man knows his footprint, or dick print rather. Once you step in there, you know somebody else has been in your house.
It's a little loose in here.
There's no other way, unless she's fucking with an AG, that you can tell. And girls will take shit, like I said, to the grave, bro. What evidence are you finding? Panties in your house? Girls are smarter than that. They hide text messages. They're way smarter at this cheating shit than men are. I can find evidence of this with a male, because males will push the line at some point and fuck it up. Girls could let some shit ride off for years. I'm not playing this game that I know I'm gonna lose. Why would I even bother?
Can I say something real quick? I had a bad chick in college, right? I'm not gonna give her a name. She was actually in King Magazine, matter of fact, one time.
Congratulations.
So, thank you very much. You know, I like to say every now and again.
That's definitely a notch. Go ahead.
You know, physically. Now, mentally, she was smart as shit too. Don't get me wrong, she was brilliant. Anyway, turns out due to previous altercations that she had this thing where she had to cheat on me. Or any man, you know what I'm saying? Say it's an info, say she cheated, a cheater, whatever, right? That didn't bother me at the time because I'm not gonna lie to you, my previous girlfriends had either been very, what's the word that I'm looking for? They just been sleeping all around, like, you know, very nymphomaniacs, like just out here. And
where does she shake her head while you say that? This is crazy head.
But I understood what it was from a young age. First it was uncomfortable, but then sometimes you have to understand, one, chances are you're not going to know everything sexual about your partner, the sexual history.
Do you want to?
Two, do you want to?
That's not always a good conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. You know what I'm saying? What's that, Dave Chappelle? Or Dave Chappelle's skit where he had sex with old gangbang here.
That's fucked up. He could have spent his whole life not knowing that.
So, like, especially now, like, I embrace, especially with the kind of culture women have right now, that there are a lot more bi-curious women out there who may or may not have acted on it. They're too busy touching each other's butt in the club, touching each other's titties and all this other stuff. Excuse me, breasts. Let me say that. Breasts and whatnot. Fine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, for me, what's for me is for me, what's mine is mine. You understand? If I find out some shit, we done. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be like, yo, I still engage in this, thanks for telling me up front, and then we can decide whether or not to go from there. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to pull your facts and be like, is this going to be a continuous problem? Because if this is going to be a continuous problem, then why are we doing this?
It wouldn't bother me in the sense that if...
Let me not say problem, situation.
Like, if someone I'm serious with is bi-curious or bisexual, but I can't lie. Like, man, ego here... If she left me for another woman, I'd be pissed. Because I'm just like, you know what? I'm like, she got the cheat code. She got access to the V every day. All day. Like,
son.
This is bullshit.
And then
she juicing.
On top of that shit, that's just an unfair fucking advantage. It's an unfair advantage. You know exactly what to do, where to do it, how to do it, and at what pace. I'm figuring this shit out. I got the other Lego piece, nigga. What you talking about? Fuck you telling me I gotta compete about some shit, nigga. You got the answers to the test already, nigga. Of course you got 100. The fuck you thought this was? I'm not playing this game with you.
What do you mean it's not up, down, left, right?
So, like,
I'm over here pressing AB, nigga. Ain't no AB involved. Like, fuck I look like.
So, yeah, like, on the surface value, like, if you're bi, I don't care. Like, if I'm comfortable enough to commit to you, that means I have some level of trust in you. But at the same time, I can be honest with myself. If you left me for a woman, I'll be like, I'd feel some type of way.
When it comes to, like, these sexual labels,
Straight up.
Let you speak. When it comes to sexual, I'm just tired of all these sexuals. Either say you're gay, bisexual, bi-curious, or,
You
whatever.
don't get to identify somebody else's gender or curiosity.
I know, right? But I'm just tired of it, because it's just like, now I gotta go to Merriam-Webster dictionary and look this shit up, because I never heard of this shit before, okay, so what does that really mean? You like everything? Okay.
Some people do check off the everything box.
That's fine. Whatever, go ahead.
When I was in high school, my best friend gave me a book to read. She didn't tell me what it was about.
Yeah.
So I started reading it. Well, I like the romance novels.
Yeah.
Shut up. So it turned out to be a book about this guy. He's married to his wife, all lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
And then she starts having feelings for this woman. So now he's competing for his wife with a woman, and it becomes they're having a threesome.
Yeah.
It's like who can get her attention more, and I was like, it was a very uncomfortable book to read.
Yeah.
Like weird. Just, and she didn't tell me what the book was about. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Couldn't
why would you give
be me. Yeah, I find out, you entertaining the next dude? All right, cool. Or next woman?
You get cut off. That's it.
Enjoy. You can have them now.
You remember Friends? One of the main plot points of Friends was that Ross's first wife left him for a woman.
A
Right?
lesbian,
And
right?
he was
Like, you didn't know she was a lesbian? She didn't know she was a lesbian.
People looking back on that show is just like, oh, that show was like mean because of the jokes they used to crack. I'm like, let me be very clear about this. In 2019, if my wife, while pregnant, left me for another woman, I wouldn't be cracking jokes. I'd be mean. Straight up mean and hostile.
Like, how is this bitch more man than me? But then, what type of man are you that can happen?
Oh, first of all, if you watch Friends, you don't understand who Ross is. And
Yeah,
you don't need to
you
answer
really
that question.
crying about it.
Listen. I understand that. We had this conversation in some type of form on the way over here before the podcast, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel, bro. Because
I remember I used to have someone who was like a I don't know what the term is, but like a lesbian who tended to have masculine tendencies.
AGs,
Okay, AGs,
aggressive and shit.
and I remember this years ago. Her complaint was she was tired of dealing chicks that are like they're gay, that say they're gay, and then come back pregnant. It's like shit ain't adding up.
Damn.
So on the flip side of this, they also having the same thoughts.
Her wand game must have been weak.
Oh my god.
Her wand game must have
Oh my god. This is
You
the
gotta stop
Shade
skipping arm
Tree
day.
Part
That's all I
3.
gotta say.
Listen, bro.
Work on your triceps,
Shade
girl.
3 part. This is Shade Tree Part 3.
Listen, you should never. It'll be it for me because I'm not of that sector or that gender to have that problem.
Yeah.
But you must have no stroke
Facts.
because you can literally detach and attach whatever member you need in whatever fashion, speed, shape, or lack of shape
You know how
thereof.
much advantages they got over us?
Listen, bruh.
It vibrates.
And
Okay,
then
I'm gonna end this
pulses.
podcast before we get a letter from
keep
Glad.
that shit in. Listen, son.
Keep that shit in.
My,
All right, cool.
my cousin's an AG too. I be popping shit with her too. Straight to her face. I was like, nigga, my stroke game meaner than yours. She's like, hell nah, nigga. I'm a big chick. I got weight behind me. I'm like, man, fuck you. Give a fuck. I was born with mine and I figured out how to kill
Facts.
with this shit. You just went to the store and said, give me that one.
I know
Fuck out of here,
when
bruh.
I'm feeling around for what I'm feeling, I know what I'm hitting. You just out here taking blind swings. That's it. That's it. Over here.
Listen, hey, but that's a mean ass fucking cardio workout. That cardio game gotta be mean. Cause you ain't feeling shit and you just there gyrating and moving, nigga. And that shit work up a sweat. You ain't getting nothing out of that.
I've always maintained
Triceps all day, bro.
that like, yo, if you're, I feel WNBA players be snatching dudes, chicks, because they you know they do this for a living. They can't. They got that
Trigger
strength.
fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Yo,
So if
listen,
you're at a
bro.
Liberty game and somebody making nah, fuck that. Don't look at that. No, look at me. Look
Yo,
at me.
I'll tell you one thing though. There's certain chicks, bro, that like if they could pass for a dude, they be some fly motherfuckers though. Like swag out the ass. I be like, damn. Okay, I can see how shorty could just be like, fuck it, I'ma just rock with her cause I get everything else. Like, nigga look like a dude and I get all the female tendencies too. Alright, cool. Like swag, fucking whole speed, all that other shit. I'm like, alright, I could understand that shit.
I think that the first time I ever saw somebody was just like an AG lesbian. I remember it was in Canarsie. And it was this chick. I didn't know her name. I didn't know her name, but I was just like, yo, that's the real one right there. Because the people she rolled with, first of all, she was openly gay in a time where, you
that
know.
shit still get your ass beat.
Yeah. And nobody messed with her. That's because the people she associated with, were they tolerant? That's not the word I would use. Were they criminals? Yes, that's the word I would use. And she
gotta
earned
be a
their
real one.
and she earned their respect. So
Yep.
it's more just like
Yep,
it would be
100%.
like, yo, she tougher than you. Yeah,
Listen.
absolutely. She She got the lawyer money in her book bag. I got pencils. Like, I actually came here to do schoolwork.
She came here to get bitches and money. That was it.
I'm trying to graduate.
She checked in a homeroom for chicks. Let's see who it's hitting today. All right. Fuck it, I'm going to go back out and sell this weed, nigga.
They be like, Danny, hold my hand, pretend, nah, I want it with her. That's
That bitch got backup, nigga. And hands.
I gotta come back to the school. No.
She ain't talking to me, she talking to you.
Like, you know the funny shit is? What if a situation happened where she swing on shorty? What you do, nigga? What do you do? That's a quandary for your... I can't back you up, baby.
I gotta get the Kevin Hart voice. Stop.
I'm gonna be real with you.
No.
AG swung on my girl. And let's just,
Like, I watch Ellen. We don't need to do this. I watch
I've caught some seasons of Queer Eye. Come on.
I got the Young and May record. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now? Oh my god.
It's like getting punched in the face by a mosquito, bro.
Okay, let's talk about this last thing. We gotta wrap up.
Yeah.
What about always removing the female side?
I haven't read the story. What does the actual story say?
The story is it's for cis genders. They're pretty much just making it for everyone because they feel like if not only females use sanitary napkins, not just women who identify.
Oh, they're
as
sanitary napkins.
supposedly.
Okay.
I'll bring it up again.
Because if they were like always pads, I'd be very confused.
Yeah. No,
Okay, so I'm confused.
period.
I would
Pad
be
wrapping
very,
would be
very
more-
confused.
Like, what's happening?
Using them. I'm not.
I don't know. Like, it's one of those stories of just like, I can't even answer the question.
They're removing the Venus symbol commonly used to designate female from the packaging around its sanitary pads in an effort to be more inclusive.
Who else uses them? Is my question.
That's a good question.
Like the depends, you know, like those kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Different people use them.
Yeah.
But who else uses them?
I have no idea. I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's like I saw that story and just
Got
like,
you. Some trans men and non-binary people menstruate, as do cis women who despise feminine and
I was right, because we had this conversation prior to the show. Because I was thinking about male-female transition instead of female-male transition.
Right.
But I was just like, in the same breath, I'm just like, that's still a very small segment of their consumer base.
But you transitioned. You chose.
Yeah, but you still got the female
But
part.
you chose to be something else, so you
I-
leave the female side.
I know. I don't. Listen, this isn't something I feel strongly
Some of
about
them don't
at all.
identify as female.
Sucks for them. I didn't even realize.
can I-
Honestly, I didn't even realize that was on the packet. Let me see.
Oh. I just buy my napkins
As
to
a
keep
woman,
going.
I
I'm
didn't
like-
realize.
Well, no, because not all
What-
package has the
Where?
it's certain ones. It's the symbol. Where is it? Oh, it moved. It's
What
a symbol. Sometimes on the side.
I'm just
I don't wanna
curious.
play
Is
the
this
video.
one of those things that really needs to be addressed?
Yes,
really.
let me tell you why. It's not. It's black women. All the black women who I've talked to about this are like, son, we can't get anything. Y'all out here trying to also take pads away from us.
Everything.
'Cause, like, and then now they're also talking about possibly implanting not ovaries. There's another term for it.
Some don't want to have babies.
Yes, they want to have
actual-
artificial wombs.
No, cut this shit out.
Yes, that's an actual thing. It's
No, that just sounds like
There's so many kids
dangerous.
that need to be adopted.
Yeah, that sounds like literally very dangerous.
it
Because
does.
it's like,
The whole process is dangerous.
yeah, the whole process biologically already is dangerous. To then to try to replicate it in a body that wasn't
Wasn't meant to.
originally
Made
like
to do that.
biologically, designed to do that. And especially, it's like you're going to be doing the first of any technology is the worst. So
How
Yeah.
about this? How about cure cancer? How about that?
no. How about this? I don't give a shit what you identify as. I don't give a shit about the sanitary napkins, the biology thing. How about we start adopting some kids? How about that? There's
Exactly.
1,000 kids ain't got no parents. They'll call you dada, mama, boo, whatever. They don't care. Love them damn kids. Raise them. Okay? Jesus Christ. It's a lot.
How dare you ask people not to be selfish?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's just a lot.
The
It sounds like a
humanity
lot.
in you.
It's just a
The
lot.
The first word is all about self.
When I hear about them couples like to spend like how much on in vitro fertilization, my first thought is just like, damn, it's supposed to be like, damn, that's sad. They really want a kid. My first thought was, how much? Yo, they're giving away babies.
Literally.
Like, what are we doing here?
Like, we got this year's model.
I have 10.
Like, they're giving away babies. That doctor be like, $20K. I'm sorry. Excuse me?
Listen.
I gotta head out. This ain't my
Your
business.
chance is like, what, 0.5?
You know what's fun? Chocolate. I miss chocolate. I just wanted to go random tangent. I miss chocolate ever since I've been on this diet. And that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming to my TED Talks, guys.
Last thought on this subject. I want to start a movement for black people to adopt white kids and turn them into hoteps. Anyway.
Or black Israelites.
Brother.
I just want Chad to be outside.
Brother.
I just want Chad to be outside the hot topic. Let me tell you about the origins of man.
And why you shouldn't wear that fur in disrespect.
Sweet Jesus. Y'all ain't shit.
You not finding this out? You now finding this out?
Oh shit. Yo, what's the That's it? I'm drawing blanks now. All right,
we about to close it out.
Moment of joy?
Yes, this is your moment of joy. Who would like to share their moment of joy first?
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
Mine is a meme. I can't even find it. Oh. I don't like that one, though. Like, say somebody else. Go ahead. T. Lolo, go ahead.
Me? No.
Yeah, T. Lolo, go ahead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, cool. I got it. Fuck it. All right. Stop premature Christmas decorating. I hate y'all motherfuckers that decorate houses premature. We in September. Why is there a tree in front of your house? You skipped Halloween. You skipped the whole house. And some people do Thanksgiving, which is weird. But whatever. Stop decorating this shit. Also, fuck PETA on a personal level because I got approached. I didn't tell you. I got approached by one the other day. It was in Brooklyn. So I know PETA recently because PETA was in the news for Little Kim. It's funny. It's funny how they could attack a person with paint. Did it?
Yo, they are so lucky.
Didn't anybody get arrested?
They don't get arrested for that.
Wow, that's interesting.
They are so
PETA
lucky
can
they
attack a
didn't
person.
get Lil Kim in front of Hot 97.
Word. Word.
So I got approached the other day because
Allegedly.
I got approached the other day because on Bryant Park there was this dead squirrel just like by the Bryant Park, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the activists was out there, and I was like, oh, I like hit it by mistake because I wasn't paying attention, I was looking for somebody, and I just moved it over, and you're like, oh my god, what are you doing? Don't hurt that animal. I'm like, it's dead. Like you could tell it's dead and everything. And then she like proceeded to give me a speech and how she'll come out there. I was like, yo, and then if natural order had its way, you would not live, bro, and I would watch you die. And then I walked away. I think she has my badge number, but I'm okay with this.
Well played.
Okay, might have to cut that out anyway. Highbridge.
My moment of joy was seeing this little black boy, and I think it was his sister. And he got his first little taste of money. He couldn't be like more than 4 years old.
Yeah.
And he was like, I finally got money. I made it. $16 on the floor. And he like, we getting rich together. I was like,
first of all,
yeah, and he grabbed
simple. How simple of a joy it was to get money. You know how far $16 you could get you when you were a kid, son?
First of all, I like the fact that he literally grabbed his little sister to the phone. Like, we get money
together.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, that took me back a little bit. I was like, damn.
Can I add on to that?
Life was so simple.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, maybe when you were like 93, 94, how $20 would stretch and take you everywhere, son?
Movies, snacks.
Son,
You be
4
eating
chicken
off
wings
that
and
for like
fried
a
rice
week.
was like maybe $2.50, $2.25 if
Son.
anything. Yo,
Mom, I got 20. We about to order some pizza and watch pay-per-view.
The perfect budget. The perfect budget. Oh.
Actually, just to add on to your story, I remember, like, in that same vein, I used to work at a program, and this kid, he won a prize. So the prize was food, and he had 2 choices. he can get McDonald's for himself. He can get McDonald's or he can get pizza. And he had to think about it for a period. So he came back and he was like, so what did you decide? Do you want McDonald's or pizza? You know what the kid said?
Pizza.
Why did he say pizza?
Because he shared with everybody else.
He said, so all my friends could eat with me.
That's dope,
And I was just like, I'm about to get you a second box. You a real one out here, son.
Word, son.
Put a second box for us, though. Get out the room.
You said for everybody.
Them 8 slices turned into 16 real quick. Cut them bitches in half.
Yo, they used to do that to us. Yo, they used to play
They used to make me so tight. They used to
That
make
the
me
goddamn
so
foam fucking ice cream we used to get with the birthday parties. That shabby ass fucking jug of ice cream.
Yo, if you ever ate a half a slice, you were a real one. Because you had to wait. Because you took 2 bites and that half was gone.
You be sitting there sipping your soda, your little top pop and shit.
You want to finish that off?
Shout out to all the little girls who were modeling their behavior, their parents, and just like girls aren't supposed to eat a lot. So they're like, oh, I don't want my slice. You want mine? I was going to just steal it, but yeah. I'm full.
Thanks.
I ain't. Good looking, nigga.
My moment of joy is somewhat serious, but it's actually positive news. There was a news story that came out this week from this thing called the Marshall Project. They study criminal justice reform stuff. We've talked a lot about policing issues on this show and prison reform issues. And for once, I have a good news story to share with you. It's about the Chicago prosecutor. Her name is Kim Foxx. And it talked about how her election is changing prosecutions in Chicago from the mere fact that they're actually prosecuting attorneys. To give an example, like in Chicago, you can get charged with a felony if you steal a T-shirt.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but it was prosecutorial discretion if they would charge you with it. And most prosecutors, because they're elected on tough on crime, they would do it. The number of felonies Kim Foxx's office is actually processing has dropped dramatically because minor felonies like that she's just stopped prosecuting. So it's just like, it's not that people are not going to jail. They're just getting charged with misdemeanors, which is what the crime actually is, as opposed to a serious felony. And the cops hate her. She was also the one that dismissed the case against Jussie Smollett. So she's currently being investigated by the state's attorneys because the cops hate her and they're trying to force her out even though she was duly elected. But it just shows the ways in which one person can like affect so much change. And it's a great way to change the system because it's like, it's one thing to argue about you shouldn't be prosecuting people for these crimes. You should, change the law. Changing the law is hard, but changing who decides how the law gets enforced is very easy. Right, easy. It's easier, and it has a greater impact. So she's just changing the way the system is working in Chicago, and she's a model. And it details all the positive stuff. It's a really positive story.
Shout out to you, sis.
Shout out to you, sis.
Yeah, so that's how I want to end this week. The last thing... it's not really news. Donald Trump killed the head of ISIS, and everyone was bragging about that. And I was just like, I feel this is like the 3rd head of ISIS that we've killed in the last couple of years. So, but like that's just me. I don't have any empirical evidence to back that up. So I'm just like, this is why I'm just like, I don't really want to talk about this. I feel there's going to be a new nigga next year that we're going to have to kill again. So I'm just like, yeah. Anywho,
before we go, be sure to check us out on Last Stop on the L on Instagram as well as Twitter.
And Facebook,
definitely. You can find me at Q Mayhem Mike. You can find Danny Ocean, DANNYOCION. Are we still in agreement about this condom thing? That if you use a condom, it doesn't count as sex? Because if you wash your hands with a glove on it, did you really wash your hands?
What kind of future Hendrix shit?
Find me out next time on Last Stop on the L.